Hello everyone, and welcome to Ready Steady Crits, Curse of Strahd. It's been a while.
Everyone.
Hello.
I'm a paper towel. I'm a
Vilsort's
paper
camera's
towel.
disabled until he's done eating.
Yeah,
But Max
They
will be
can't
joining
see
us
the
soon
paper towel,
enough.
Max. They only see
I'm
your
here. I do one dumpling away.
Alright, so, when we last left off, the party had long left the Amber Temple behind earlier in the day, and had begun making their way towards the castle on the crag, where this story will come to an end, be it a good or bad one. But to get there, they must pass through the town of Vallaki, that they, by accident, may have partially doomed. As you all find yourself standing out the back door of the Blue Water Inn, hugging the side of the building, looking up into the evening sky, the darkening clouds overhead let out a sigh of relief of this chorus of wolf howl just echoes off them, and rain just begins to downpour around you all, starting off light and getting heavier and heavier. And as you kind of peer up through cracks in the cloud every now and again, you catch that glimpse of that red, glowing blood moon that has befallen Barovia. It appears to still be full, despite its appearance since Irene went missing a couple of days prior. And as these wolf howls continue echoing towards the clouds above, Callan, your mind washes back to the promise that Strahd gave you, that Vallaki would perish, and it would be your fault that it did so. Your ally Esmeralda stands at your side, as you all slowly become sodden the longer you stand in this chilling rain. What would you like to do?
We're here to get supplies for the tavern, aren't we?
Yes, the last plan you had, obviously the Blue Water Inn have a number of refugees currently inside who the Martikovs and the Keepers of the Feb are doing their best to keep from getting infected and contracting lycanthropy. But they don't have enough resources to keep them here, and it's not going to be safe forever. Eventually, it will break. It's just a matter of time. So I believe you were going to get supplies from the RSX stockyard, which I believe was the plan that you had all kind of set out with.
Yeah.
My Strahd book.
So Callum will turn to us and be like, let's not engage if we don't have to. Let's get out there, let's get the equipment and get back as quickly as we can.
I am good at sneaking.
But sneaking is slow, and I'm in two minds as to whether we should.
We could always take the wagon. If we're bringing a lot of supplies, we're going to need something to carry it with.
True enough.
Unless you fancy
Which is
rolling
true.
barrels down the main street for, half a mile, however long it is. And Esmeralda's about right. It's about half a mile from where you are now to the stockyard.
I could also distract. I can outrun most wolves and werewolves, I think.
Yes, maybe if they're one or two of them, Seeker, but if there's 10 in every building, then you're going to end up in trouble at some point.
True enough. Even if I fly, I guess.
Listen, some of us are good at sneaking, but others not so much. So, given that we don't want to waste time, let's just take the carriage. We're going to be
Take
heard
the wagon.
anyway. We're going to be found. Let's take the wagon
It's
and keep
easier
the horses
for stuff.
safe. So yeah,
Alright.
taking the wagon.
That's a great shit. I think you should take the wagon.
Yeah, Esmeralda will go back to the because you may not recall, but she drove the wagon directly into the stable in the rear, so she'll go back around and throw open those kind of like stable doors again, and you'll hear her trovash, and the horses appear again. She'll slowly back the wagon out and prepare it to move. It won't take you that long. It's only half a mile, so it'll take you about, 15, 20 minutes or so, following the main road to kind of head down towards the RSX stockyard. It's more or less a straight shot from where you are currently. So you all mount up.
Yeah. Can I take control of the wagon? The horse, or has to be Esmeralda?
If you request to, she'll let you drive it if you like. If you think you can do better than her, she's pretty adept at driving and she's pretty familiar with it. But if you you've been ready with her long enough that if you were like, I think I'm better at driving, she would let you try at least.
It's fine. I'll just sit next to her in the wagon.
Secret go at the back.
With my middle legs.
All I'm gonna say is, don't forget, Esmeralda has Death Ward. Yeah, just in case somehow she dies. Yeah.
Callan will probably be at the back of the wagon. Is there a way to look or listen out from the back, or is the access just from the sides?
No, the primary access is from the rear. If you kind of imagine, it's kind of like a very classic gypsy wagon. There's like a driver's seat up on front, where the horses are attached to, and then the actual only main way in and out is through the rear of the wagon, through like this double set of like doors that open inward. They're normally the ones that she has chained up and like trapped. So this time, obviously, because you guys have been traveling with her, she's not bothered locking them whenever she put them in the stable of the Blue Water Inn. So they are still unlocked this time. So
Cool.
you could like pull the door open and like keep an eye out behind you as you moved. And there are, I believe, a couple of windows. I'll double check where they are exactly. I think I shared Esmeralda's
Cool.
wagon schematics with you.
Yeah, I
In
think
one of
you
your
did.
handouts.
Basically, what Callum will want to do is stick at the back of the wagon, casting guidance on himself, looking and listening out, kind of being perceptive for anyone following them or any signs that they've been clearly spotted and outed as outsiders.
Perfect. Yeah, that's definitely.
Which is likely, but it's just more about the timing.
Alrighty, then if you can make me a perception check, Callum, if you're looking around.
Here we
16.
go, boys.
Secret would also be at the back of the wagon, just chilling.
There you go. That's the wagon there.
Ah, good shot.
Can I give him help? Try to spot.
Yeah, you can roll yourself, Max, or you can
I'll help
assist.
Callum.
Yeah, you can certainly assist. You get a good little look at it there.
22.
Nice.
Beautiful. Give me one of these tabs. I don't need this one. Yeah, so you begin trundling along. And as you kind of peer out, the wagon kind of moving along the streets. This place is it's a ghost town. Like, it is true, like it is dead. And although, yes, it is, just turning into the evening, you'd expect it to be a bit quieter. There is, like, no life here. Not even chimneys give off smokestacks around you as you trundle along the hard cobbles for this town. And as before, you see buildings, some with, like, the windows and doors boarded up. Others that were once boarded up, now broken down and smashed. You keep trundling along. And as you are looking left and right, Callum, on your left, although you can't see it, kind of like looking out this back window, apologies that I was wrong with Description Wagon, her doors open up to the driver's seat at the front. So you'd be looking at a rear window if you wanted to. And there's also windows on the side. So yeah, so you're peering at this like rear window, you hear a howl kind of coming from the south, as you're kind of passing a road that you would recall kind of winds down towards the actual town square itself. And then, like, shuffling itself around and looking, you see a couple of figures rushing out, trying to intercept the wagon as it moves. And that's where we're going to roll initiative.
I'm gonna have to restart my Discord, guys. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's
You good?
fine.
Yeah, right back.
Oh, wait, I didn't open the roll 20. I have to get back.
It's gonna be
I didn't click my
initiative.
tokens.
Oh,
I'll just do it again. Fix it.
Yeah, it's fine. Just adjust it as you see fit.
God, back to luck to a +1.
What's wrong with
Roll the same. Nice and easy.
Alright.
Esmeralda
Very
rolls
good.
very well.
Please. Oh, not bad.
Very nice.
I should really set this up to just whisper the rules to me. Oof, fucking hell. Okay.
Jesus.
Hungry like the wolf.
I'm
woo.
not the wolf.
Where am I? Here. Max.
It's embarrassing that you went for that song and I'm like singing She-Wolf in my head.
Max. Plus 2 initiative. 20. Pow in your face.
Very
In your
nice.
face.
Still after the werewolves. Ouch.
Not that I was, but you know,
And Seeker.
enough
In your
time to react.
face.
Don't
So-
worry. I'm ready.
He just loads his Eldritch Glock.
This will be more theater of the mind for now. Just I'm not going to set up a battle map for. It's probably going to not be a super long encounter. But effectively, a quick rundown of what's happening. You guys are kind of around this junction here. And coming from the south, there are 2 pairs of werewolves. One coming from the main road ahead of you, and the other's coming from an alleyway behind you, rushing towards the wagon. They've not quite made it to the main road yet. At this point, Seeker, they are probably, and these are in hybrid form already, but they're probably only about, maybe, like, just from the side of the road, closing the distance. They're might be like 15, 20 foot from the wagon, the front ones, and the rear ones will be a little bit, like, closer at the minute, because the wagon's not quite careened past them yet.
Cool.
How many of them, sorry, did you say?
There are 4 in total,
4.
2 pairs of 2.
So,
Currently,
Wow.
as far as I understand, Esmeralda's driving. Max is probably sitting next to her because he was like taking interest in the reins.
Yeah.
Callan's in the back, as I imagine Lux and Seeker would be as well. So you guys can peer at these windows, as per the handout that I provided of her wagon. You can use that to reference like, you know, what you can see through and stuff like that.
Yeah.
good to act.
Yeah, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Lovely. Seeker would like, watch out, Callan, Lux, and he just leap out the wagon and run to the ones at the front.
Perfect.
If
Yeah,
he-
you easily can close that distance and get ahead. And the horses of Esmeralda, they don't go quick. They only move about 30 foot around. So
Yep. He'd run alongside the wagon, jump off, and he'd ignite his sword and just go to wham.
go for it. So your bonus action, the Sun Sword extends to life.
Yep, first attack.
His lightsaber.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yep, he's a Jedi.
Just remember to roll
Jedi bird.
25 will definitely hit on the first. And you're wielding this two-handed. So
Yes, two-handed.
that's going to be a total of 9. And then 24 hits again. So a total of 18 damage as these 2 strikes make contact. It looks injured at that. It kind of rears back as the sunlight begins to fill this like darkening street. The rain glinting off, like the sunlight emanating from all around you, like diamonds falling from the sky.
Hello, doggy. End of turn.
Beautiful. Werewolf's turn. Those 2 werewolves will close the gap on you, Seeker. Perhaps buying the allies on your wagon some time because you've kind of like rushed in to meet them. One of them will move around so it's kind of closer to the road, but it won't leave your reach. And the other one will kind of come up behind you. And they'll both slash at you with their claws and then try to bite you. So I'll roll both claw attacks first. And then I will roll... Let me see here.
Go for it.
Advantage toggle. There we go. It's better. So I'm not rolling advantage all the time. So I'll roll both the claws and then both the bites. Both will miss.
Miss.
Both will miss. So yeah, they can't seem to like use these. They're deflecting off the attacks. They're rearing back from the sunblade, but they are very much on top of you. I will put you roughly here just to keep a rough idea of who's on what foes at the minute. The other ones will rush out around and they'll come up behind the wagon, Callan, and you'll probably lose track of them as they like scramble. You feel the wagon shake and rock as you like hear them like moving on the roof. And
I look back. Are they within my reach?
yes,
Go
they
ahead.
would have just entered your reach. One of them entered your reach as they kind of climbed over the side. So
Alright.
if you had your halberd out, they would have done.
No, I've got my cause I'm not giant. I would have had my spear on my blood spear.
Yeah.
Would they still within my reach or no?
Which is
I'll
still pull out.
roll a d4.
Yeah.
A 1. Yeah, they just stumble into your reach. So like they're kind of a little bit closer to the driver's side. One of them is, but the other one's much closer to the rear, unfortunately. So you can make an attack.
Come here. Come on, where do you think you're going? But spear two-handed.
Go for it.
Boom.
Alrighty. These guys
10
up
damage.
here. That will definitely hit, and that stops their movement.
Yeah. Do that the
Alrighty.
next turn.
That means that it will take both attacks against you because you're the only thing it can reach. So it'll try to claw you
Hit me, little bitch.
for a 20, and then try to bite you
Alright.
for a 23.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
4 slashing and 5 piercing damage, and each make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save, easy. Oh,
Yeah, you're fine.
so was it? So it is
Nice.
4
9
and
damage.
9 damage.
Yeah. The other one doesn't go into your reach max, and it climbs up on the roof of the wagon, and you hear from above Lux and Calvin, you're kind of like standing inside, just deciding like splintering wood as this creature just like punches a hole in the roof, and you just see like the claw kind of like come in, like reaching around trying to find something, and then the claw kind of peels back, and then you just see the snout briefly stick its nose in him.
Do we have a cover bonus? Do we have a cover bonus because it can't see us?
It definitely can smell you, you think, but it can't bite through that very small hole. It's just like punch through blindly trying to find one of you all, but it only manages to puncture like a fairly decent sized hole in. It will then probably literally just take its. Yeah, it'll just try to bite as well, just try to rip some more wood free so it can get an actual decent attack off next round. That's like throws it to the side. For a 7 though, like it's bite, it's not super effective. It's like chomps on it, throws away like a single plank, and you hear it like dunk dunk dunk, just like lost in the rain behind you somewhere. And it's like looming up above you. There's this like small hole, and then it will back up just out of line of sight, so you can't see and shoot up through it. But it's very much still on the roof. And that is the werewolf's turn. Max.
I'm not gonna go giant. I'm gonna just smack this one that was attacking before.
Go for it.
2 attacks. 1, 2. 2-handed.
Very nice. That is going to be for a total of 25. Marvelous. Yeah, you hack into that one twice.
Still alive?
He's still very much alive. That one. It is bloodied after those strikes, but it is still standing.
Wow. Blooded. Little bastard. Alright, I'm gonna use my pole armor attack.
Mm-hmm.
It should have a +2 damage, a +2 hit on this one.
All right, go for it.
Because it's so whatever the thing is a +2 to hit, +2 damage, whatever that is, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, their AC is not super high, so you should be fine.
So is it 15 to hit and 9 damage?
Marvelous. Yeah. Still, only looking bloody after that polearm strike. You like slam it into the side of its head and kind of send it like careening back,
Fuck.
but it's still up.
Jesus Christ, fucking tough werewolves. Oh, they're stronger than I thought. Oh.
Throw them a bone, maybe.
I'm not. I don't know what. I'm not gonna action surge because I don't know what's wait for us ahead.
Alrighty.
Quick, let's try to dispatch them. They look stronger than they look. And then it's my turn.
All right, Esmeralda will use her movement. She'll keep the wagon moving. She'll move it 30 foot along, which only really does good for trying to get the wagon away from the one who you managed to slow before Max. He's like bloodied. The one on the roof, however, is still moving with you.
Actually, I do apologize. I want to do something else in my last attack. I want to use my fire rune
Alrighty.
on that one, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Is it
Go for it.
this one? So this is 16, 12 damage.
Whoa.
So
Nice
it is
damage,
critical
yeah.
attack. So it takes 2-6 regardless. 2-6 damage, and then he must make a strength check, otherwise restrained until it's unrestrained.
Yeah, so it is restrained, and
Yeah.
it takes a 12 fire damage that washes over it.
Oh,
It
sorry.
is.
This one I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's restrained for up to a minute, but it can hit. It is after that fire washes over it though. It is critical. It's barely standing, but it's like you're just leaving it behind. It's like these like
so that-
fiery shackles just wrap around it.
Alright, so that means if you're strained, then it still take 2 to 6 at the beginning of its turn, and then it just does a save again, right? It
Yeah,
does
at
a
the
save
end
at
of its turn.
at the end of its. Okay, beautiful. Oh, finally, first time it worked.
I know it took a while, didn't it?
His
Max damage as well.
Oh, fucking time. Jesus.
It
Every
does
time for it to
something.
happen. So Esmeralda moves the wagon along and probably like just passes Seeker. So Seeker's probably almost like parallel with you now at this point, and the next pair. She'll then loop the reins kind of like around their like her arm, draw her crossbow, stand up, and she's going to try to fire it at disadvantage at the one on the roof behind her, loading a silver bolt.
There's a free action. Now has said, quick, Esmeralda, I've got this one of my shackles. Get him.
She'll like look at that one, and then like look at the horses, and like, I think we'll be fine. And she'll and just it's like 30 feet behind you now at this point, and she fires 2 24s. Jesus Christ, Esmeralda, for 10 piercing damage as the silver bolt sinks into the one standing on the roof.
It's a crossbow magic. It's not. It's just
it's just
melee
silver
weapons
bolts.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so silvered bolt.
Are a melee weapons a silver as well?
Her melee
Plus
weapons,
silver?
she's got a silvered short sword in addition to her +1 rapier and +1 dagger.
Okay, cool.
Or +1 hand axe, sorry, not dagger. Yeah, and then she will... Yeah, she'll like sling the crossbow back on its strap, like over her shoulder to be reloaded like later. And then she will draw her light hand axe in one hand, and then kind of take the reins back in her grasp proper. And then she's not really within reach to go for the one on the roof. She's backed up too far, so that will unfortunately be her turn. Callan.
How many are on Seeker and how many are on Max?
2 are on Seeker, none are on Max at this time. The one that was attacking Max has been left 30 feet behind because the wagon has moved. And it was restrained, so it couldn't
Gotcha.
land.
I'm going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith on Seeker.
Beautiful.
Just make sure that he's not left in the dirt.
Good plan.
Thank you. 23 AC.
And then, yeah. Would I know whether my in fact, I've got a silvered rapier or just a regular rapier?
It's the pink one, isn't it? I think it's silver.
It's the pink.
The one with
Yeah,
the
that's
pink
it.
glass.
So yeah, I'm
handle
going to
for the upper
use.
temple. I'll double check for you.
Yes.
Where was that found? That was in the horde, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I took that. That's it, because then I gave the Sun Sword and said I can still use Booming Blade against the wolves.
Yeah, I'm just checking if it was silver or a different metal, but I think it was silver.
Cool.
Not 100%. It's been a while. A silvered rapier with a pink glass hilt. Yes, it is indeed silver.
Splendid. Then he's going to, with his action, he's going to cast Booming Blade.
Sure thing.
Kaz, are you messing with your mic?
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
Cool, no worries. He's going to aim for the one on the carriage, on the wagon. He's what, like 5 foot up within my reach, right?
He
But
would be
through the-
within your reach, but he has full cover right now. Because
Would I be able to
he's
move
like
so
backed
that
up
I
from
can
the
stab
hole.
him through?
Yes, he would probably get about
Gotcha.
3/4 cover from the hole. So he smashed in, had a look around, now is aware where you guys are positioned, and then he's like backed up away from the hole, presumably to strike again through the roof to try to get one of you.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to move to the hole, and I'm going to just so that I can see him, not to put my head up.
You can see him like
and
peeking,
cast
like you probably
Vicious
get a
Prey.
line of sight. Yeah, beautiful. It's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. 14. I think we'll fail. Takes 2 psychic damage and
It will
disadvantage on
indeed.
his next attack.
2 whole damage. Yeah, boys. DPS right here. And then that will be it. He will tell the others. I'm going to try to get them to run away next time. Because what is it? What's a round even? Why do we separate time into arbitrary 6-second units? And then that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay.
Lux, you're up.
So Canon's still in the caravan with me, isn't he?
Yes, you're both in the back.
Yeah. Hey, Canon, give me a lift! And I'm going to try and climb on top of him.
Okay.
So I
No,
can see on top of the out of the caravan.
you can see from down here.
But-
There's a hole.
I
and you
didn't
can
see.
Okay, fine.
okay.
Callan obviously won't be taking any action. He's not going to crumple under the weight of Lux.
I would say, Lux, I mean, you don't have to like solely
this-
climb up on Callan, but you can like there's like a big chest in the room as well, and like a dressing table and stuff. There's plenty of things to like
Oh, yeah.
climb on top of. To like, you can probably use Callan like to
Yeah.
support yourself as the wagon's moving, because Esmeralda's not by any means moving slow. Like she's
Yeah.
you know.
I'm gonna poke my head up. See the restrained wolf, can I? Point at it. Pew pew.
Sure, yeah, the one who's like way in the back. He's like 30 foot back. Yeah, you like stick your head up through like the sunroof of the wagon.
Oh, there's one still on the roof, isn't there?
There's
Sorry.
one on the roof. He's only been minorly injured. And then there's another one about 30 foot back. You guys are kind of leaving
I'll
in
go
the
for
dust.
that one.
One
Oh
on
yeah,
the
no.
roof.
Oh yeah, no, I'll go for the one on the roof.
Go for it then.
Yeah.
He is within 5 foot of you,
Yeah,
so
blast.
they would be at disadvantage. But
Oh.
I'll take that 19 as your
19 for
disadvantage, so
first
I'll
one?
still hit.
And then how do I roll disadvantage? There we go.
23 will still hit, so roll your damage on
23. Hey. Pew,
Wow.
15. Oh.
Very nice damage.
Oh. Pew.
26 damage. Yeah, he is looking bloodied after those two Eldritch Blasts like collide into his chest.
Let me think. Do I want to waste those 3 points? Nah, they're vital. They're vital. That'll be. I'm just gonna pop that down. Oh, I'm gonna reach.
You drop back
Yeah,
down.
I'll do it
You're
anyway.
still within
Pop
his
that
5
down.
foot reach. Because like you're still within 5 foot of him. You're just now also behind cover. So he doesn't get that opportunity against
Yeah,
you. It's not like
that's fine.
Whack-a-Lux.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Seeker, you're up. There's still 2 on you, and you feel this like shimmering barrier of divine energy kind of like protecting you.
You said that the what's its name? The carriage is parallel to Seeker.
Yeah, it's only about like maybe it's about 10 foot from you, and there's a werewolf who like flanked you, kind of between you and it now. That werewolf is like, almost in Max's reach.
He would like to run around him, take the opportunity attacks, run up the wagon, attack the one on the roof, and then run back to the other 2.
Sure. They will definitely both try to claw you then. Or would they try to bite you?
Go for it.
Yeah, they'll chomp. Why not?
Miss.
They both miss. You run up.
Runs up the roof.
Monk will just dash up the side, get within melee with him, make your attacks.
On it. First one. Ouch. 13.
13 will hit
Hey,
for 15
two-handed.
radiant damage. You like strike across him, and he's looking critical. As you bring the sun sword down for the second strike, and you just like cleave it like across his body, and you see like his arm like kind of like slinks off, barely held on by a bit of sinew, and like as he like reaches forward, tries to like pat it down, just like the body just gives and it just falls back. And as it does, you see it begins to shift back into that of a human. It gets like less like heavily muscular, and like the fur rescinds back. And this like semi-dressed like human man, probably like mid-30s, kind of like tumbles back onto the street, and you just like hear like his skull like break on the like cobblestone.
He just does a goodbye wave, and then he runs back down to the other 2.
You move back down to the others.
Hello again,
Marvelous.
and he'll make. How many key points does he have? Fuck it, he'll make 2. He'll use flurry of blows for 2 unarmed strikes.
Go for it. One of them's injured and one of them's healthy.
He'll go for the injured one.
Make your attacks.
Mm-hmm. 1 moment. First one.
15 hits for 6.
Hey, critty.
And then another 14 damage. Wow, yeah, this one is like bloodied as you like sucker punch it like twice, and the fire washes over, kind of like the rain, like the hissing off it as the strike hits.
And that'll be his turn.
Like snarls at you. You just hear like a howled, pained scream coming from behind you, and Max, you like look over your shoulder. You just watch as with the minimum damage on your fiery shackles, it has 2 hit points left. It just like burns up like in the brain, just like trying to like put itself out, but it doesn't even get a chance. And that one behind you also perishes, leaving only the 2
Aha.
around Seeker. One of them is going to... The horses are respectable, so can't attack those. One of them is going to go for you, Seeker. The one who's healthy. And this one is going to bring its claws and just like lash across you. Actually, you know what? It's not going to do that. Instead, it's going to try to bite you once. And this one actually has a spear. And you notice it's one of the spears that the guards would have used in Vallaki. Like a guard spear. And it's going to try to stab you with it with both hands after it tries to bite you. But you still have mad armor, yo. So they both miss anyway. Beautiful. The other one is going to turn its attention kind of towards Max. Max, you've kind of like entered this one's reach as the wagon's like driven alongside. So this one's going to turn its attention towards you. This one does not have a spear, so it will just try to slash you with its claws and bite you.
All right. So he doesn't enter my reach. I entered his reach before.
Yeah,
right?
you kind of like Ezra like drove you up next to him, like pulling up alongside, like for a meal box to be like, you know, with a baseball bat. There's an 18 hit.
Yes, just hits.
So 6 piercing damage and another con save. It's very unlikely Max will feel one of these anyway.
Do it.
Yeah, you're fine.
There we go.
Beautiful. Alrighty.
Is this
Yeah.
a poison effect? Is this a poison effect?
No, this is a curse.
Is it a frightening curse?
Trying to make you into a wow.
Just a regular old curse. Marvelous. So you... it's your turn, and Max, it is then going to be your turn. One of these ones is directly in your reach from 5 foot of you.
Right, I'm gonna attack him twice with my beautiful old blood spear.
Go for it.
Swings
Oh,
around.
God.
1. Oh, 2. Look at that, 2 damage. Ah, poof. 30 damage. Yeah, so crit, 2-handed.
And that's on the one who Seeker had already actually bloodied.
He's
So
still
as you
just
bring
attacking
this
him.
down for the first attack, you stab it in, and he recoils back as the spear like plunges into his chest. He's still standing. Then you bring the second strike down, and with the 17, you just again like plunge it into him, like spearing a fish, and like just goes through the chest. You rip it out, and like a jet of blood follows, and he just like falls back on the ground. It's like, and you watch as like the muscle form just like shrinks back down, like the hand kind of like recoils, and the figure's like, you know, begins to spasm. As you see like it turning into like the shape of like a fairly young girl, probably about like 19 years old or so. Vallakian.
Max feel a little bit sad to see what has come to the girl.
You don't
But-
recognize her.
Oh, poor, but you know, still like poor girl.
Free
What have we done?
Free rations for
That's it. So she's dead, yeah.
She's dead, yes. There's one left.
Fine. So I get to get 2 temporary hit points.
Yep. That helps.
Is it... Okay. Is that another one? You said.
Yes, there's one more engaged Seeker. He's about 15 foot from you on the other side of Seeker.
All right. So that means. Wait. I think. Great Weapon Master. It doesn't have to be a great weapon for me to attack as if I hit for critical. Let me see.
Correct. Yeah.
That's correct, yeah. And
There's no
it's-
requirement
it-
to get the crit with a great weapon.
It doesn't have to be a great. It doesn't have to be a heavy weapon. It can be any weapon, right?
Correct.
Fine. So in that case, Max is gonna like jump off the wagon and just like try to impale the other one with his
beautiful.
bonus attack.
Make your attack. This one
No.
is healthy.
Not for long. Not for long. Kapow!
17 for 10. You leap off, kind of like jumping almost like on top of Seeker's back, and like plunge your like spear into this thing as you like dive into a tumble next to it and like fall into a combat stance, and like turns its attention, like trying to like keep its like guard up against the two of you now, looking back
Seeker
and
just
forth.
like looks up.
Till like slow motion.
Oh, hello.
And then here's what is mine. And then that's it.
I
Beautiful.
would beg to differ.
That's my turn.
All right, Esmeralda will once again she'll probably like stick her hand axe back on its belt. Crossbow comes around. She'll actually sit properly this time and aim and toot and fire it, seeing as there's now multiple of you off the wagon when her continuing the drive. So she'll make a crossbow attack. Flat roll, not a disadvantage this
They
time.
could do the shackles like they do with the Hexblade curse. Like if the creature dies, you could just move the shackles somewhere else. I think it'll be
That'll be
dope.
overpowered as fuck.
To be fair, that you can only do that with Hexblade's curse
At
once
level
you get to like level 14 or something.
Level
Yeah,
12.
but they could do the normal hex, can you? The normal
Yeah.
hex.
But it's only
Hex or
1d6
Hunter's
extra
Mark, you
damage.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have like a restraining feature or anything like that. She manages to hit. It just like catches it like just over Seeker's shoulder, and this thing is still injured but not bloodied. She will then just begin reloading the crossbow. She doesn't see any reason to get off yet, but she's not going to move the wagon until you guys are on it, so she'll not use any movement this turn. She'll be like looking around trying to spot any more, just in case there's more coming. Callan.
Seeing that there's only one, and being a one target kind of guy, he's just going to look out the window and viciously mock it to help Seeker out if it survives that long.
Beautiful. Gotta make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see.
4 damage, look at that, double.
Hey.
And it takes it. Takes all 4.
And I'm going to... I'm gonna keep it there. We're all good. End.
Marvelous. Lux.
So the wolf is like behind us, isn't it?
So they're now kind of like to the. There's only one left. It's like to the right of the wagon.
Gotcha. Is there a way I can see it? I can like poke out the back or something.
If you like, you could either move up like and stand where Max used to be, like next to Esmeralda on the driver's seat, or you could like open the window in the back here, or poke your head up through the hole. There's plenty of angles you can get on this thing.
Sure. Yeah, I'll poke out the window. I want to open a window. I want to like shove my staff out the window and just
Yeah.
let it out.
The natural one will miss. Like as you like kind of like lift the window up and you aim, the wagon like hits like a slightly high cobble and just boom, and the first blast just goes wide. But then like as it's settling down, you fire the second one, but just as the wagon's like in a partial 2-wheel, and as it like slams back down, the second one just boom immediately afterwards, and it like collides, kind of like hitting across this thing's like chest. And yeah, it's bloodied after that strike. You can see it like recoiling back physically, like it's
And then
got heavy damage across the chest.
I'll put out my staff again, and I'll just sit back in the wagon. I'll sit on the chest.
Yeah, you just like duck out of the way, clear of line of
That'll
sight.
be the end of my turn.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Seeker,
He goes stab with his sword to some sword.
go for it. Make your attacks.
Ouch. That's one.
Again, maybe the Lux's blast kind of like almost gets you. You like have to like your attack turns into more of a feint. But you bring the second one around and this time it strikes true, kind of carving across his like upper thigh. Yeah, 15 radiant damage. Anything else?
How's it looking?
Ooh.
Still looking bloodied. Still just managed to hold his form.
He's gonna attack an armored strike once.
Go for it. You like bring your like wing around and like that fire like washes over. Like you barely don't even make contact. It's more like you like throw the fire across this thing's body and like it falls back and it begins like it starts off this pained wolf's howl and it turns into that of like a man. It's like just like as it falls back, dying dead.
Good.
And we are out of initiative as the werewolves have died. Quick,
Aw.
get on! They'll have heard that.
Quick! They look stronger than they were last time.
We're
She like
going on?
loads the crossbow, checks it, slinks it back.
Well, I think our cover is blown, so I think we should just run as quick as possible. And get
Let's
it.
go.
Like, we brought the wagon. We were never going to have cover. I mean, we now have less because some of the roof's gone. But let's just go.
We're just get his wagon going as quick as possible.
I will walk alongside, and Sequel will just run alongside the wagon.
And Max,
Yeah, you can
just
keep
hop
pace.
in the wagon.
Yep, Max, you
with
hop in
his
and she
spear.
like cracks the reins. Go! And it begins like lurching forward, trundling along this main thoroughfare again. You guys are like keeping your eyes out. If you are, you can make perception checks. If you
Yeah.
want to try to.
Max is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not very perceptive, but Max is gonna.
Same as before, helping me out, listening for stuff.
I'm gonna help. Yeah, I'm gonna help.
So I'm gonna
Callum.
take the first two because like Lux and
I will-
Seeker jumped on them first.
I rolled
Um,
Okay.
Max.
So I always do 2 for each check. So that, but it's 12 and a 22. 22 is still high.
I got it.
Lux doesn't spot much.
Me and Callum got the best chance.
And Seeker, you're like looking at alleyways, moving, checking around, looking. Seems quiet for now, but you hear kind of from your west, back towards the main junction where the Blue Water Inn was, a few howls breaking out kind of to your rear.
more coming that way. Points.
Yeah, here's where you guys are moving away from, so.
Yeah. Well, guys, just run as quick as you can.
Yeah, beautiful. You continue down the road, and
Question,
eventually... Yes?
Did my teeth grow back last session? I can't remember. Am I still toothless?
I believe your teeth were back whenever it entered your body. But then you
Yeah,
took on
yeah,
that
that's it, yeah.
new kind of like dark power form.
Oh yeah, I said I've got like my face is wrapped up or something, isn't it? That's what I said.
Yeah, you look dead. You look like an undead.
I think I wrapped my face or something, don't I?
Yeah, you
So-
wrapped it up in like a small bandage and stuff.
Yeah, look like a fucking mummy.
And yeah, as you kind of like continue down the road, it doesn't take you long, only maybe like 5-6 minutes from that combat, until you see this large stockyard ahead of you. And you see like the like wooden sign above the front gate reading Arasek Stockyard. And you see these like several lock sheds beyond, just in there.
Whatever it is.
Let's go quick.
Let's just get everything that we can that's in and out. Speed over anything else.
Yep. And
So you
Seeker
would, you would recall most of the supplies you guys were considering purchasing was in the main warehouse building, kind of next to the stockyard. But there's obviously also all of these like sheds which might have more things stored in them, but you think they were like being rented out effectively, so they might have like they're like technically the term like storage units kind of thing, where people could like rent out to keep things in. But then there's the main warehouse itself as well.
Max and Seeker, you check out those sheds. Maybe break the doors open if you need to. If there's any doors already open, probably just abandon them because they've likely already been looted. Lux, let's stay with the wagon. Let's get to that warehouse.
will do. And Seeker just.
It's not far, like in terms of distance. It's line of sight, isn't it?
It's
No?
like 30-40 foot like away. It's
Right,
like
yeah.
up a
So,
slight
yeah.
hill, slightly overwatching the stockyard, so like you could peer down and make sure no one was like breaking in or doing anything nasty in there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll do that.
Seeker ignites his sun sword just in case. Just.
Beautiful.
Fine.
So Seeker and Max are going together, are they?
Yep. For
Yep.
the shed.
Alrighty. So you're going for the sheds. Esmeralda will
Yeah.
stay with the wagon for now. Put you guys in there, and then Cal and Lux, you guys are gonna go for the warehouse.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Esmeralda
because
stays with the wagon.
because I can't see, I'll just cast light on myself on my staff
All right. So then I will deal with our shed.
because I won't be able to
doors
see what we're
first.
doing.
Oh, Seeker would light torch.
Oh, you mean you have the sun sword as well, Seeker,
Oh, sun sword! I forgot.
which
Yeah.
passively gives light. And the rain is still like cascading down, and it does help, hide your scent. You imagine at the very least as you're moving through here. And as like Callan and Lux, you like move up to the doorway and like listen at it. Are you guys just gonna go straight in, or?
Could I have could I listen into the door?
Yeah, if one of you wants to do it, you can make a perception check, or you can both do it.
I'm not going to cast guidance because I'm going to keep Shield of Faith up on Seeker for as long as I can because it's 10 minutes.
Beautiful. Yeah, Lux, you listen at the door. And you hear from inside, you hear like a woman's voice. Just, fuck! Come on! Get up!
I'm gonna whisper to Cannon. I'm like, "There's someone in there. She doesn't sound like a wolf. She sounds really distressed."
I'm just going to check message. Not familiar with the target, so I won't be able to do it through the door. Is there any way to look into this place?
It's quite a roomy warehouse. It doesn't really have, like, big windows on the lower floor. It kind of has like an overseer sort of office, which you imagine also probably serves as a bedroom for the RSX. And that kind of has windows, so you could try scaling the wall maybe if you could like find some like purchase up there. But it's just like wooden like slates, so it'd be quite difficult to climb with slick rain.
And in terms of the door, is it locked, shut, barricaded?
As far as you can tell, it's shut. You've not tried it to see if it's unlocked or not.
Callan's going to try to open. So he'll put his rapier away and he'll open the door.
All right. Yep. And put your hand on it.
Yeah.
And the door moves about
Lux will try and
2
make this
inches,
friendly as possible.
and then like it hits something, like something's behind the door, like a barricade, and then you hear, "Who goes there? Stay back!"
It's fine. We're friendly. We're here to find people and find resources. There are survivors. There are others in the Blue Water Inn. We can help. What's going on?
And then you kind of hear, "The strangers," and that eventually of like wood being scraped across the ground, and the door like opens a little bit wide, just enough for what he likes to slip in, and you see peeking around the corner the battle-tired and like worn armor and just relieved-looking face of Victoria Grajenko, the captain of the guard, the acting captain of the guard, and it looks like she's like covered in like old blood that's like dried, kind of like into her like hair, which you can see like this like locks of like dark like brown hair kind of hanging out from under her helmet.
Can we come in?
Yes, get in.
Callan will head in.
How does she look bloodied or hurt or anything like that?
You can make a quick medicine check if you're obviously not patting her over, so it's more just like a quick assessment of her.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna quick check of the rest of the room while Lux is more focused on her.
5. She is, she's definitely been hurt. You can see she's bandaged herself in places. Look, she's taken a number of wounds, kind of in the chinks of her armor, because she only wears like chainmail. So like a lot of like like the joints of the arm and things like that. But you don't need to get a good look. You can't tell if they're slash marks or bite marks, but she's definitely been hurt. Callan, you can make a perception check.
Have you been bitten?
No, just slash that. My it, like looks over, and Callan, even with the 10, you spot kind of like piled up in the corner, like slumped up against the wall, head kind of like lilting forward, wearing the Vallakian kind of like armor again. She kind of like sighs, like, "Boris didn't make it," and you notice like he's had his throat slit.
Oh shit.
Clinically, or in terms more, is it more of a bite, claw?
It looks like a dagger, you would say, some kind of sharp object, maybe a claw, something slashing, definitely. But yeah, your first mind probably would go more to like almost like a dagger, like a quick cut across, like that. It's kind of like all down his front, like his head's hanging low, it's all down his front like that.
What happened with Boris?
He got bit by one of those things. They were hiding out in the stockyard, and that's where we're going to cut to our group in the stockyard.
Oh, good.
So as Callan and Lux, you eventually they slip away inside. Max and Seeker, you guys begin like moving around, and you notice some of these sheds where they were locked when you were last here. It looks like a lot of the locks have been like broken off by some brute force. So someone went around with a hammer maybe and just like smashed them off, and some of them lie partially open. And looking inside with the sun sword, you see like most of these things have been ripped apart and like kind of like turned away. What are your passive perceptions?
15.
Mine is shit. 12.
Alright. So, Max, you, I assume Seeker's leading because he's got the light.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Max, you're kind of like hanging back, like stacking up on doors, peering in, checking them. It's like Seeker kind of like probably crosses over, like lights it up for you, and you both peer in. Seeker, you're like, you clear maybe like the 4th or 5th shed along on the western side, and you're about to move up to the next one, which is like where all the other ones are like almost like partially fully thrown open. This one's like just partially ajar, and you can hear just like this very shallow breathing from inside there.
Who hears? Seeker.
Seeker, you don't hear it, Max, but Seeker just catches the shallow, just among the rain, like pattering off the rooftops all around you. Like it's almost deafening, but Seeker just hears that like that like strained breathing.
He would put his finger on his lips. Or feather on his lips, like then like not to dare. That's like
Beak.
What?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
there? I can't hear anything.
somebody breathing, shallow like a stream.
It's like someone hurt or someone just hiding.
Could he make a check to determine?
You could do an insight check. Be a disadvantage because you can't see the individual.
Yep,
Can I help him? No, because I guess because I can't hear
You
it.
can't really hear it, unfortunately. It's
So-
so quiet, like he can just hear it with his passive.
15.
15? It doesn't sound like labored in pain. It maybe sounds like out of breath, perhaps. So maybe injured, but like not like, not like whimpering or anything like that. There's no obvious like, it's not hyperventilating or anything like that.
Tired, maybe. Small lungs. Shrugs.
Maybe someone needs help. Let's approach him with caution.
Should I kick the door?
Go on.
And he
Wait, check your door first. Maybe it's open.
he
Just saying.
walk up and he like try and gently like open the door.
Yeah, you open the door, and as soon as you do, roll initiative. You're not surprised, but neither is it, because you guys weren't stealthing. As you see, like, as soon as the door, you, like, push it open, this thing dives towards you, this, like, werewolf, kind of, like, on all fours.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I assume you want to roll as well.
Yeah, everyone just roll.
Oh, look at his fucking rolls, bruv. Shit.
Could you give me 12 on the initiative? I messed up.
Sure.
If you click your token,
I can do it as well.
Thank you.
I need to roll for it as
Uh,
well, though.
your dex, Max.
Dex +2. Yeah,
Cool.
+2.
Fine. So I'm ahead, which is a shame.
3. Oh yeah.
It's quite good
Classic
for what's
looks.
happening. And I need a guard.
It's fine because you need a healer to go last.
I need her guard token. Where have I put her?
Healer.
I have a healer.
To be fair, more of a
Eldritch healer.
healer. Yeah. So then I started healing.
As a start.
She actually doesn't she has a slightly
Hell
different
yeah.
modifier than the other guards because she's slightly higher trained. So she's also going just I think her Esmeralda just beats her.
Got
The
no,
ladies go together.
got
All
no
right.
more alcohol.
It's a real tragedy. So, Callan, unfortunately, you're not really aware what's going on, but Max, you are then the first to really react as this thing dives out of the shed towards Seeker in like an attacking motion.
Can I just ask, because the conversation went to with us went to the werewolves out in the stockyard.
Yeah.
Could I make my way back out there as part of my turn? No actions or anything like that, but just
Yeah,
make my
you
way
guys will be able to
towards-
reach at least the door to see what's going on very easily on your
Cool.
relevant turns.
That's all then.
Yeah, it's kind of like this is almost happening just before, like this is while you're like still inspecting the room and stuff because they are still just moving down, quickly checking.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, Max, you're the first to act in this actual immediate combat threat as a werewolf is like diving towards Seeker.
All right. Because I'm first, I can't use a react. Okay, I can't because I'm first in it. So, okay, I'm gonna attack him with my spear.
Go for it. Make an
Rush
attack.
forward. I try to stop him before he gets to Seeker.
Yeah, it's kind of like moving towards him. It's like we just got to the doorway.
1,
Yeah,
2.
you get in the way, interpose yourself as best you can, and you stab out twice, landing true 2 times in a row.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then bonus. So that'll be 18 for 10 damage. Because plus 2 for that
Beautiful.
one.
Yeah, marvelous. Yeah, this thing is it's actually bloodied from those first 3 strikes. You just wheel on it in quick succession. It doesn't seem to be able to even get a defense up as you kind of come in and blindside it from the left. It's so focused on Seeker. And yeah, I'll be your turn, Max.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Beautiful. Seeker, you're
Seeker's
up.
coming for you. Ah! And that's my turn.
I know. Hello, doggy. And just light sun sword stab in the skull.
Go for it. The sun sword is already lit because you
Yep.
were using it as a light source. So
Oh.
18 hits for 14. 20 hits for an additional
I
10.
think you're crazy.
This thing is critical, but still holding on.
Yeah, he's gonna make bonus action armor strike.
Go for it.
Still standing.
12.
12 will just hit. And you just like, as this thing, before it even gets a chance, you just like lash, as Max hits it in the side, it like turns, like exposing it. You just slash twice quickly with the sun sword. It's radiant damage washing over it, and then a wash of fire again. And this one eventually lies still, just like mid-leap almost, like it just like dies, like slides a few inches along the ground before coming to a rest. And then its form kind of shifts back into like a kind of like larger, like middle-aged man. Heavily wounded, like all of you. You see the wounds transition over. Anything else, Seeker?
Another one.
Moving on. He just look around the shed and continue moving.
Yeah, okay. You start peering around the shed, and you start moving on. From across the stockyard, 3 other werewolves come barreling out from the other sheds and begin making their way towards yourself and Max. Let me see who they're going to go for.
More doggos.
2 are going to go for Seeker, because he is closer, and then the other one is going to kind of get behind Seeker and like get up close to you, Max. So he will enter your reach. This one.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not. And then I attack him. Ow! 13 damage.
Very nice. You smack him for 13. Marvelous. I'm just going to put it in there so I can know who's on who. Yeah, he stops dead, but he's still within your reach. So this one first, Max, is going to go for you. So to attack with its claws and its bite.
Hits.
A 19, and then a natural 20.
Oh, God.
Con save, please,
Ouch.
Max. These things are fucking rolling
Ouch.
good against you tonight. And that's 15 points of damage in total. But you're not, you don't feel a lycanthropy contracted. Seeker, the other ones I don't think are going to manage to hit you, but they will try anyway.
Wow, my life is chipping away.
That's
Well, would have if not for the shield. But the shield of faith keeps you from being
Shield of Faith lasts for like, it's
bitten.
10 minutes, still on.
on.
Yeah, because there's only you're only like we got like 3 minutes left of it because like you just rushed straight here. You didn't pause or anything after the last combat.
Thank you, Callan.
That is their turns. Esmeralda, she's kind of at the entrance. She will pull her crossbow again, and she'll just fire, standardly. And then she'll yell, Callan, Lux, problem! So that's whenever you guys kind of get a proper opportunity to jump into action, effectively. She fires and just, and it just like, it just goes wide and misses. Hearing the yells, the captain of the guard, she like picks
Is
herself
Mark?
up.
I just said Ismark.
No, this is not Ismark. This is Victoria Grachenko. She picks herself up, like grabs her spear and her dagger, and she'll head towards the door and like peer out, and she'll say, "Looks like your friends are in trouble."
It's fine. We've got
Stay
it.
here.
Listen,
All right, and she will she'll I'm not locking the door behind you. If you need to come back to take cover, I'll defend the doorway. And she will ready in action. It looks like she's ready in action to like attack if someone tries like you presume a hostile enters her reach or something like that. Lux.
Just I'll walk out.
Yeah, you step out. You
And
see,
I
like
will.
the stockyard's not super large. It's like about. It's like 100 foot. Not even like 100 foot across. It's like. Probably it's probably about 100 foot across. It's fairly large, but well within your Eldritch Blast range.
How did you know I was going to do that? Yeah, I'll fire 2 blasts.
Go for
2
it.
blasts.
There's one that
One,
is injured
2.
next to Max, or there's some healthy ones next to Seeker.
I'll go for the injured one.
Beautiful. They both will hit, so roll
Target
damage.
and destroy.
Divide and conquer.
50.
Beautiful. So from this like vantage point on the
16
hill,
damage.
Max, as you and Seeker are now being a little bit surrounded, you just see the blasts of like this golden eldritch energy firing down from above as Lux kind of slams into that one next to you. It's still only injured, but it is definitely hurt.
Secret.
Hi, I'm here. And then that'll be the end of my turn. I'll probably, if I've got enough movement, I'll probably actually move back in just to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Easily done.
Just to shimmy out. Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Callan.
Looking outside. Do you say 60 foot for the range, or within 60?
It's about, I'm going to say, just because the stockyard is quite large, it's probably closer to 90 foot, these guys there. They're like on the western side. Max is probably a little bit closer, probably about, let's say, 80.
Cool. Are there any that are in melee with both Max and Seeker? Because they were together in the other werewolf, weren't they?
Unfortunately not. One of them has like gone around Seeker to go to Max, and the other two have like gone on Seeker directly. So at this time, currently no, but if someone moves next turn, then potentially.
Cool. He's going to cast. He's going to move 30 feet.
Yep.
He's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at second level.
Beautiful.
At the one that's on Max.
Marvelous. It's a Wisdom saving throw.
It is indeed.
It fails.
13 psychic damage, and needs to use his reaction to move away.
It will do so. It will back up, and that will cause it to move. Where are you originating the phobia?
It just needs to be away from me. So...
Away from you, yeah. So then it'll run towards Max, probably into the shed that the one that just like dived out came from. So Max, I don't believe have got your reaction back yet because you attacked it already as it came in. So it leaves your reach, like caught, and it runs into this shed and like hides. But it is no longer engaged with you.
He's gonna shout, "Help Seeker out and get him when he comes back." And with that, he's gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Max.
Beautiful. There was ever time for it.
And that'll end his turn.
Marvelous. Alrighty then. Max, you are up. The one who you were just fighting, that is bloodied, has retreated into the shed next
How far
to
is
you.
he from me?
He's only about 10-15 foot. He's like run right to the back of the shed to try to get away from his fear, which is Callan.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking fuck him up. Come here.
And Callan's just shouted to you to say help Seeker out and get him when he comes back.
Yeah.
That was Callan's instruction when he gave Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so let him run. And then I go here to the next Seeker.
Yeah, you move up.
And then I attack. Is any of these injured?
No, these are both healthy, these ones.
Okay, who's next? Seeker's next. Okay, I'm gonna attack whichever's the closest one to Seeker.
Go for it then. They're both within 5 foot of him, so you can move around to get them both within 5 foot of you as well, or you can just get one of them within 5 foot. Your choice.
I'm gonna go around and be next to both of them.
Yeah, you can do that. You can like flank around them and like surround them effectively like that, like a sandwich. Takes most of your movement.
Oh, wait, Sentinel, does it trigger if wait,
I mean,
if
it's
an
a friendly
enemy...
within 5 foot of you, so you might want to stay on
an...
Seeker's side.
I
think it's an enemy.
The creature within 5 feet attacks, so it's the creature within 5 feet of me, so it doesn't matter. So okay,
so
I'm gonna
the sandwich maneuver works.
So I'm gonna be kind of move around and be like in melee within both of them.
Perfect.
And an attack, whichever.
Go for it. Make your attacks.
Go. Come on. Go. Pow.
Remember, if you miss, you've got Bardic.
They
Yeah.
both will hit for 16 damage.
Shit
Stab
damage.
twice.
Still pretty decent.
It's chipping away.
Yeah, and then bonus action. I will do that again. Ow. So that is 19 for 7.
Plus. That hits. That one is looking definitely injured after those strikes, but still standing.
And that's my. I was like, Lux, quick, get this one. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Seeker, you are up.
Yep.
So one
Lux,
injured.
sorry, Seeker. Seeker, I mean.
Yep. So, got it. And he's gonna just
Seeker, finish him.
finish him.
Finish him.
Okay, will do. Hello, doggy. Some sword.
Go for it. Make the attack. 14 will hit. 17
Crit.
damage.
Let's go.
It's looking bloodied after that strike. And then you bring the crit down, it is exactly... Oh, that's going to be tight. Yeah, you plunge into this thing with a hard strike. But it's just still, somehow, it wounds all over its body. It's barely breathing, but it's still up.
He's just gonna slap it with fire.
Yep. The fire washes over it and it falls back, and you see as it shapeshifts into this time a fairly old-looking woman, kind of like now lying on the ground, dead.
One more to the count. And he's gonna move a bit forward to the second one. End of turn.
Beautiful. It is now the werewolf's turns. The werewolf is going to try to bite at Seeker and then slash at Max with its claws. So Seeker,
As you
natural
attack
20 will
Seeker-
hit.
As you attack Seeker, I'm going to use a reaction.
Alrighty.
Sentinel reaction.
Yeah, that will definitely hit for 7 damage. Seeker, I need you to give me a con save, please, against the lycanthropy curse.
Wait, is it
And
is
it's
it
gonna
disease or is it curse, right?
It's a curse. And then it's going to slash at you, Max, for 21 for 5.
Yep.
17.
Alrighty, yeah, you're fine. Marvelous. That will be its turn. Esmeralda reloads a crossbow and fires it again. Seeing as this is handled. 19 for 6, just catches it in the side, wounding it, but yeah, nothing extremely useful. Lux, you would be the only one who really sees this. Because everyone else is outside. The
I knew
captain
it.
of the guard, you watch as she shifts and changes, and her form like hunches and changes, and this like her nose erupts out in this snarling mouth, and just like saliva pools.
Oh, fucking bitch.
And then she closes the door. Her bonus action to shift.
Bring it.
She is going to pounce towards you.
I've got a picture of her actually. Like she looks pretty cool. That picture. I've got an art for her.
Yeah, it's straight out of
Straight out of
Ricky's-
Mordor.
Ri-
Rickman's
Ricky's
Guide.
tome of unchill dudes.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
It's called a loup garou.
I kill you.
me and Butter have both used it. As
I
the,
kill you.
I used it as well.
Oh, I've got
Yeah.
a picture. I want to see that.
I will paste it in.
I kill you. I will
the
save the
Discord.
priest.
Not quite that easy.
Oh, no.
I will
put
try
it in
to
there.
save the priest. If I kill this one,
Chat.
maybe he's the original. She's the original.
Be aware of what's
Is
happening.
that for the new a Bricktaver book? Or something?
Yeah, it is indeed. It is indeed.
Oh, nice.
Brand new. It's nasty. Nasty,
It's
man.
really fucking nasty. And she kind of like takes her longsword like off her belt, and comes towards you, and she will.
I'm gonna crack Lux to the crack his neck. Come on, we can do it, Lux. Come on.
You know what? She takes the longsword
Shit.
and like in one hand, and then lashes at you with her claws like across your front, to try to knock you prone.
Try
26 to hit. And do you have full health, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Well, you did for that first attack, right?
I do.
Okay, so that isn't an
Yeah.
advantage, but now all of her subsequent attacks are advantage against you because you are
Oh, because I'm so hard to hit before.
make me a strength save to avoid this being knocked prone as well.
Oh no.
9.
Oh,
You fall to
shit.
the ground as what was supposed to be your ally has just turned on you. And Callan, you just hear the door slam
You know
shut, and then you
what?
hear like a and then you
Oh my
hear
god. So it looks like by himself.
yeah, and then you hear a sickening
Oh.
crunch. There's an 18 hit.
It does.
You're gonna take 18
Um,
points. Oh, sorry,
I'm
28 points of
gonna-
damage. And I need you to make a con save.
I'm gonna
Oh, no.
yell.
No.
I'm gonna-
Oh, no.
I'm gonna yell and can it make me a deck save as I yelp?
It's gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it.
hellish
Sure.
rebuke it.
Oh my god.
Succeeds.
And yeah, I'll do a con save.
Does it take half
Thank
damage?
God.
Don't worry, con saves is me.
Thank God. 17 though. Nasty.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
half damage,
God.
I think.
Do you know what?
Alright,
Make me a
it's 6.
fucking make me a fucking werewolf. That's the only thing missing now.
Or half as much damage, and yeah, so it's half damage.
Perfect. So take 6 points, and then that will end its turn. Lux is like she's like looming over you, and she's feral. Any logic there is gone.
Oh dear! I just realised I don't actually have I don't have Misty Step. Okay. It's fine. This is fine. So is she on top of me, so I can't stand up.
She's not on top of you. She's just next to
Or
you.
can I
Just on the
stand up?
space next to you, so you can stand up easily. Yeah, she's not blocking you.
And she's blocking the doorway, though, isn't she?
You could probably. I imagine you backed up quite far into the room. You wouldn't have just gone right next to the door. So she closed the door and then pounced towards you. So you could try to move around her and then like flee if you wanted. She didn't like block the door or anything. She just closed it.
Of course. Yeah,
I'm
do
so
that,
ready
mate.
to 1v1 this.
Be badass if you could.
I know, like, wait, sorry. First of all, I need to take all the damage as well. I didn't take. I did the. Where is it? So you did how much damage to me? Did the
A total of
7 damage
35.
and then the 14. 28.
14 yeah, so
Yeah,
35
so
total.
not 28.
It's a fucking strong boy.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, you nearly halved. You nearly got me down to half already. Okay. Quicken. I'm gonna quicken a spell. So that's 2 sorcery points.
Go for it.
Where is it? So 4 now. Oof. And then I'm gonna quicken Death Ward.
Good call.
Angel, if you're still watching me, please help. And Ash stand up. So would I have enough movement to get to the door? You think?
Yeah, you can
And we'll
move.
try
It'll
and,
probably take like 5, 10,
shuffle
15,
around her.
about 20 foot of
like
movement to
fat
reach the
boy
door.
shuffle.
Yeah, and then you'd have to disengage
don't
or
have that- I
possibly
don't have
provoke an
20
opportunity
feet.
attack.
I don't
you've
have
got
20
15.
feet. I've
Stand
only got
up.
15.
You could get to the door, but you couldn't get out it then.
Um,
But you could definitely throw the door open and like yell for help. Like,
Callan knows that something's up.
the door like suddenly
nah,
slammed.
yeah, Callum's there. I'm gonna. You and me, bitch. And I'm gonna. Oh, do I blast it or do I? No, yeah, I've got to blast it. I'm
You're
gonna blast it
even
at
melee.
disadvantage.
Alrighty.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Make it. The 16 will just hit, as will 21, so you will do damage with both of those, please. 13 and 15. Marvelous. Roll at
Suck
28
it.
damage.
Right.
Damage. Really good damage. The 2 blasts.
Come on, me and you.
Staggering her back a little. At the end of your turn, it's going to do legendary action.
Oh, is that the reaction?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Let's see what one it's going to use. That was a 1. It is going to make a claw attack against you. And has advantage, unfortunately, because you are bleeding.
Oh, I'm not healed.
14 slashing damage, and using your strength saving throw to risk
I
being
can't
knocked prone
shield that.
again.
I mean, being not prone is not. There's no difference really, to be honest, because you get the
It's just
advantage
you.
anyway. But yeah, so I'm just thinking if I want
You're not knocked prone, that's for
to.
sure. This one, you're so aware of it coming, you refuse to let it knock you down. But you do take a bad slash across your like sternum.
This is it. This is. I can't. You're making me waste my shot slots.
This is not standard.
I kind of
I'll
want to
get you out
rebuke
of
it,
there.
but I don't think.
Are you gonna?
I think Lux would panic. I think Lux would panic, so he'd rebuke.
Go for it.
Lux would panic, so he'd rebuke at first level.
Good. You're getting really good damage on these.
Nice damage.
You don't mess with me.
17
Hey,
damage.
beautiful.
Does
Beautiful.
it look
That's very
injured,
nice.
buddy?
It looks injured, that's for sure. Callan.
I'd like to move back towards. Sorry. I'd like to move back towards the warehouse and get in there if possible.
You spend about 15 foot of your movement, and you get to the door, and you push it ajar, and you see Lux like back to the door, backing up, and then just behind him, like this like 7.5 foot tall, like humanoid figure, like with just this feral werewolf just looming over him.
You know
I'm
what?
going to.
You know what? Oh, so you go.
Lux, come with me. Yes.
Yes, please. I'm like
I'm gonna
bleeding
cast-
like from your head.
I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Beautiful.
Just reach through the door, grab Lux, and we're going to Dimension Door to be on the other side of Max down here. So, like, over here.
I want to
Just
give
going
it.
to look back exactly where we are,
Sure.
where we need to be. But I don't know how that works, but I want to get plenty of distance.
Yeah, of course. I mean, maybe what I should do
That's-
is I should shrink your tokens down to give you kind of a better rendition of where you guys are positioned currently.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I want to give her a middle finger.
Yeah, you can definitely do so as you like vanish away. I will swap
From
the GM layer.
Saturday.
You know what? Out of character, I was like, I walked back in here. I was like, Harlan's gonna pull some bullshit again, isn't he? On me, I always leave myself.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be harder if
Rent the NPC in a stack.
It's always me.
The first mistake was assuming there was always going to be friends.
Yeah.
But like when Esmeralda betrays us, that's gonna be hitting.
Oh, that's the big one, isn't it? So you effectively appear down there, Lux
No,
and Cal.
Callan's a giant.
Yeah. If possible, sort of right, like further towards the.
Yep, you're like right in the corner of the stockyard then. And then you know this is
But
kind of
we've
up
left,
in the warehouse.
we left
building, so
Esmeralda there.
it's fine. She's a big, strong monster hunter. She's fine.
And that's going to be. Tell you what, he's going to bardically inspire Lux because good job not dying yet. And he knows that at range he's going to be pretty spicy, so that'll be
Alrighty.
another bardic for Lux.
Beautiful stuff.
I am on like the lower echelon of bloodied.
You're fine. You can heal you
Fine. You're the healer.
now. Healer. Yeah, that'll be the end of Callum.
Alright, Max, you're up.
The heck out of Dodge.
There's a werewolf that you're still engaged with, Seeker and yourself. One lies dead on the ground, and Callan and Lux just appeared via teleportation magic, like maybe about 20 foot to your east. After you heard the sounds of a scuffle up in the warehouse.
As a free action, go. Oh, Callan! Oh, thank God you guys are okay. Look really bad. What happened?
He got fucked up. The guard werewolf, and it's a big, scary mother.
It's,
Fuck.
that Max, that one looks like a baby werewolf compared to one that attacked me.
Okay, in that case, the Max gonna do his bonus action is gonna be large.
Perfect.
Max, you got one. I can run over there quick.
And then I'm gonna put my spear away, and then as part of my action, I'm gonna take my great sword,
Yeah, the +2 like great sword comes out.
the magical brace. I'm gonna fucking slam the shit out of this one here first.
For it.
Obviously -5 attack. Choo. Oh,
That
my
won't matter.
God. Oh shit.
So that's 23 plus 8 for 31 points of damage on the first strike.
Plus the obviously I'll never use the 2 to 6, which comes 4 to 6.
Yeah, go for
No,
it.
oh, sorry, it was 1d8, isn't it? It's 1d8 now, I think. It's
I
gonna be
don't
3d8,
know.
isn't it?
It's your class.
Yeah, I haven't played for a long time.
I think it is
do.
D8s now. Yeah, I think
It's
it gets
one
it
D8.
goes up to
Yeah, so it's
D8s.
2d8s now. So there we go, plus 12 damage. It's
This
fucking
creature,
potato.
where before it was injured and looking quite healthy, in one strike,
Ace.
you just hack its arm off at the elbow, and like blood just begins spurting. It's barely standing, but it is still standing.
Oh, what?
It's still
standing.
Hear no bell.
What the wait?
Very,
Oh,
very critical, but it is still standing.
plus 10 damage as well. You'd rather
Where's
take
it?
plus
Yeah.
10 there?
I bet.
This
Oh
one
my
had only
God.
really
It's like
taken one
2
hit.
HP.
It had only been hit once, this one.
He didn't hear no bell.
Oh my god. Okay.
I bet it's got like 2 HP.
Just a flesh wound.
I bet it's got like 2 HP.
Is it very critical?
Very critical, yeah. Barely standing. I mean, his arms, half his arm's missing.
I'm gonna punch it. No, punch it. Is it 1d6 or what? Just one?
For you, it'd be
One hit
1
point.
plus your strength damage. if you wanna unarmed strike it, so that would be a it would be D20 plus strength plus your proficiency
Max.
bonus to hit, and then if you hit, it would be 1 plus your strength
Max,
bonus.
I'm just telling. Man,
Oh,
just telling you now, your
I'm-
fist
I'm-
is not magical.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I still got bardic anyway, don't I? So
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm just gonna hit again.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Fuck it. But I'm just gonna hit normal. I'm not gonna use thingy.
Just
I'm
a
not gonna
standard
use,
strike?
yeah.
Go for it. 22 will
13.
definitely hit. And you just, in like, as
13
it's like
damage.
kind of recoiling and like reaching, like holding onto its stump, like you just like bring the sword clean across and, and its head just rolls back just off its body and just like lands in the dirt.
All right. Make my way towards this thing here, towards the shed.
Sure. There's still one more back there that was feared by Callan. Actually, Callan, interesting point is Distant Whisper's concentration.
It's only.
No.
What? He
Nope.
only wants it once.
So you actually.
There's still one here. Fuck.
No, it's an instant situation to make him stop, run away.
I'm gonna go here then. I'm gonna go here. Try to fist one off. Yeah, that's my turn.
Beautiful. All right, Seeker, you're up. The werewolf next to you is dead. There's one more you know in the actual little shed kind of just behind you where the first one came out. And while that happens, the door opens again and this thing comes barreling out and it's going to cross half of the stockyard. It's going to move 40 foot. So max going to move about 25. So it kind of ends up probably about 35 foot or so from max as it comes barreling out towards you all. Just like sniffing at the air, trying to find its prey.
Let's
Let's
sniff
see.
this.
Seeker! Get it!
Seeker will give you a talon up, and then he's gonna disappear as he runs, like the cartoon, like leaves a puff of dust behind him. Like,
Pew!
So Seeker from you, it's probably about 65 foot or so.
he'll
Maybe
bonus
it's
action
even-
dash.
Yeah, maybe like 70. Yeah, so mark your key point down, you dash right up, you can get right up there.
He's gonna
No
fly
problem.
over with style on it,
Yeah, you wings unfurl,
Just like Roadrunner.
and yeah, then he's gonna attack twice.
go for it.
I love Monk so much.
He's double handing.
Yep, that will hit. So you didn't roll your damage there. Make sure you're using the left hand icon.
Oh, I didn't.
That's fine. Just the Sun Sword in the roll 20, you can just click the damage and in the beyond. There you go. 10 for the first. And 16 on the second. So total of 26. Beautiful.
And then he's gonna stand in front of it, and I fall at the end of my turn, correct?
Like you're flying. Yeah, so you land. You just
Yeah,
You
well,
lose. You can't stay flying.
Yep. I meant more like if I flew up, when would I start falling?
The second you turn anti-fall.
Yeah, fair enough. He'd fly in front of it and turn.
Alrighty. The werewolf's turns. There's only one actually active left. He's gonna roll, try to break his dissonant whispers. He can roll over see Callan.
It's not. It's just you use your reaction to run away, and
Oh,
then
and
that's
it's
it. It's
done?
not. It's not held to your
Beautiful.
effect. Yeah, he can come straight back now.
He will come straight back, and he will go saddle up behind Max. Max, you see this thing come behind you. You bring your longsword around. You don't have pole armor 14, so you can't really go for him. So he will then pounce on you, and he is going to try to attack you with his bite and his claws.
I forgot something on my turn. Sorry.
I'll come back to it.
6.
6 pierce damage.
Can
Make a
I
con save.
Sorry, can I not dissonant whispers? Cutting words. That 19.
Sure, go for it.
Thank you. I'll just roll it manually. I don't think.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm for it.
Does a 17 still
17?
hit, Max?
Nope,
I don't think
it
it
just
does.
misses.
Yeah, as this thing dives towards you, Kala he has a call distraction that just like gives you time to like block the bite. Like you put the blade up to its mouth and like bites on the blade instead, and like pulls itself back in the combat stance once more. Seeker, what did you miss? Sorry.
Stunning strikes. I forgot I had those.
Alrighty, you didn't call them, so I'm gonna say you didn't use them this time. So remember for next
fair
time,
enough.
because we're now, a turn ahead.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Esmeralda, seeing this is getting a bit fucking real, she cusses in Elvish under her breath, and she is going to. She's got an extended spell list now, so she can maybe do a bit more.
Oh, really? From Van Richten?
Did she level up? Did she?
No, you guys gave her a fuck ton of spell
Oh,
books,
yeah.
but she hasn't actually had chance to prepare them
Oh.
yet because you only gave them to her today. So you still have to only
Oh yeah, of
standard
course.
fair.
We've been checking the spell books, haven't we?
She's going to point and she'll you see her squint. She'll kind of look between Callan and Lux and be like, "Yeah, that'll be fine." And she's gonna fire a lightning bolt down towards the foe. She'll be casting this at 4th level.
Oh, naughty. Oh, naughty. God damn.
Esmeralda doesn't
It's
give
only
a
a DC
flying fuck
14.
about somebody's feelings.
It succeeds, so it'll take half damage. 16.
God damn it, still. God damn it.
So it's still standing, and it is currently. Let me see here. It's looking a little bit bloodied after the lightning bolt kind of courses through it, and it is pretty pissed off. That will be Esmeralda's turn. Its turn. It's going to turn its full attention towards you, Seeker. Seeker, are you injured at all, or are you on full health?
Yes.
Then it does get advantage in these rolls. It is going to try to bite you, and it's going to try to claw you first, and then bite you.
Is it within 5 feet of me or no?
You're not there yet,
creature.
so it's still 35 foot
Oh,
from
okay.
you. He dashed 70 foot to engage it, so
Oh, fuck. Okay, cool.
he really threw himself in there.
Elmas?
Marvelous.
That'll hit.
So you're going to take 39 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid the
Jesus.
Oh, wait, 90? 20?
19
Those
plus 20.
damages. So 8 and a 7 on the D8s, and a 5, 6, 4, 5 on the D6s. Oh,
This thing's a monster.
It's just like
yeah.
it's just like me. He did so much against it. It was like
What up? I need to do math. He has 3 hit points. Let's fucking go, he lives.
It's good. Might save you.
Can't save.
28 against Lux and 39 just then.
Con save, please, Seeker. Yep.
21.
You're fine.
oh, he's only got +2 as well.
Yeah, that was nasty. It doesn't take damage from silver. Yeah. So as you as it kind of looms over you, Seeker. So I didn't mean to ping you back. As it kind of looms over you, you watch as its wounds that it's sustaining begin to close over, and it begins to kind of almost regenerate partially.
Oh no.
Did
It
you say
regenerates.
regenerate?
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, that's regeneration.
it does apparently.
And that will end its
Burn it.
turn.
I didn't know that.
It
I
has
don't remember the
regeneration.
stats for this.
Yeah, it's
When I
its
use the
turn.
creature, I always try to remember it. Oh no.
Fuck.
Lux, you can see this thing. It's
Every
just
time I use
Seeker
creature, I
is
try to
barely
blank it from my
standing.
memory.
And he's about, I'd say Seeker's probably closer to 70 foot from you now as well, because he's like hauling ass right towards this thing.
There's no point in hearing him just yet then.
Already action heal.
I'm just gonna. Oh, so he's looking really, really blooded, doesn't he? Let me just look at my spells
He is
here.
definitely critical.
He's critical.
How much do I heal with my feature? Only a D6.
And he's 70 foot from you as well, so
Um,
you may need to move
I don't have
closer.
hidden word. I don't have hidden word, so I'm not gonna use my. I can't run in the bonus action anyway. So, I got no hidden for an action. So I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Go for it. Make your attacks.
Yeah, I blessed it.
Natural 20 will
1,
definitely hit, as
2.
will the 18.
Nasty.
Oh,
6 damage on the first.
oh, 6. Come on, come on, come
And
on, come on,
then
come on.
20 on the
Max
second.
damage.
26 damage. Very nice.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, these two blasts kind of blast across it, and this thing is reduced to bloodied again, where it had almost begun to heal itself back up, merely to injured. But yeah, you knock it back down to that bloodied state with these two strikes.
Yeah, there's. How else is Max? How are you looking?
Where am I? Fuck. I'm blooded.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be fine. You can ask. I'll shift. Like, how far away is Max?
Max from you is about like 30 foot, about 40-ish foot, 45 maybe.
Okay, I'll do like no, we'll say we'll move 20 feet to him, so I'm like 20 feet away from him.
Done.
And yeah, that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Callan,
stab him in the
just
back.
before your turn, at the end of Lux's turn, the Loup Garou is going to use a legendary action. It's going to try to slash Seeker with its claws.
Me.
Let's hit a swipe.
That one.
Hits for 12. Knocks you to the ground and you start bleeding out unconscious.
Okay, I want to use my reaction to use my rune shield on him.
Perfect, so he has to reroll.
Yeah, it has to reroll, yeah, and it has to use the next thing.
Alrighty.
Miss.
Still hits. That'd be 19
Ooh.
plus
I thought they rolled.
9, so
9.
28.
9.
So it just knocks him to the ground and just slashes him, and you see like the blood splatter on the like muddy, like as the rain's like hammering down in the stockyard, like the dirt is just turning to mud around you all, and the blood just like fills it.
Maybe my shoes doesn't get there
I'll
in
get
time.
him out.
Yeah, your
It
shield like forms
breaks
over
for
him
the
as he's on the ground, but like yeah,
It
not fast
breaks
enough.
for the shield.
I'll be right back.
And then Callan, it's your turn.
What's my distance?
I said Lux was about 40 foot from Max, so you're probably about 35 foot from Max. And then from Seeker and the Loup Garou itself, you're probably closer to about 70 for those.
Got it. So I'm going to. It was so fucked. I'm gonna ask Lux. Lux, can you get Seeker back up?
Yes, but yes. In about a couple more seconds.
If I healing word him,
first.
you whack him up. I'm gonna cast a. I'm gonna use my last 5th level slot, and I'm gonna cast Synaptic Static.
Beautiful. Just serve me that.
That's an intelligence save.
Marvelous.
Good spell.
Decent damage as well.
So it's a flat roll for this.
Ooh.
It doesn't get much benefits to intelligence. It will use a legendary resistance to succeed.
So 16.
Oh, fucking bastard.
Very nice.
Does it know like magic resistance? I don't know if it does or not. Though.
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
You just used it.
No, like magic resistance, so it gets like.
Oh, no, it
advantage.
doesn't get magic resistance, no. But
Oh.
it has legendary resistances it can use.
I can't remember. No, I'll go to
And
I can't remember like what it has.
he's going to move a bit closer, making sure to stay between it and Lux.
Perfect. You can easily do so. That'll put you probably at around like 40 foot from it or so at this point.
Yeah, that's cool. Cries because I'm on 2 less than my maximum hit points.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
I've only got 1 bardic left and I'm saving it for a cutting words.
Max, there's a werewolf engaged with you to your rear, and then this creature kind of to your front by about, I think I said 35 foot.
I can't get there in time this turn. Fuck.
And you see Seeker like 30 foot from you bleeding out on the ground as well.
Is Seeker 30 feet from me?
He's 30 foot from you because then he was between you and the creature.
Finish that one off, Max, and we'll get this one together.
Yeah, this one is very bloodied, this werewolf on this side of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish it up. I'll think
for it.
about dashing over there, but I think it's gonna be a waste of action. So
Never know, you might even get like your Great Weapon Master trigger if you kill this
Finish
thing.
him.
It's not super high.
okay, boom.
23 for 11. The first strike carves across. This thing is critical, just barely
Yeah,
standing.
Obviously the 1d8 on top of that. So 8.
8. You cleave this thing's head off with the first strike. It is dead. The wolves are no longer in the initiative.
Nice.
It's just you and the boss.
Right. So I'm gonna. We're gonna move. Fuck, we're gonna move 25 feet. Can I? Fuck's sake.
You could throw something.
Oh.
Or like,
I'm gonna move 25 feet.
yep. So you're now just 5 foot behind Seeker, effectively. So it's kind of
I'm
like
gonna-
Seeker's between you and it.
I'm gonna drop. Ah, fuck. I don't have anything to throw. I mean, I have, but it's just fucking javelin. It's not magical, so. Oh, actually, no.
Can you, like,
we
well-
know that this is it looks like a different kind of thing, doesn't it? It doesn't just
it's-
look like a big werewolf.
It's slightly bigger, and you definitely see it's visibly stronger, and yeah, it's clearly different. in a sense.
what I'm gonna do is I am gonna move 25 feet as close as I can to our friend here. I am gonna drop my great sword.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just fall into the
grab,
mud.
and then I'm gonna do is as part of my attack action, I'm gonna draw my blood spear. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my blood
Nice.
spear.
Beautiful. Make your attack.
Just as a note, you wouldn't have to drop your greatsword for that. It's only two-handed when you're making an attack with it.
Yeah.
So you could hold greatsword in one hand, yeet the javelin with your other hand.
Oh really?
Uh,
Oh, so
yeah,
good idea. I
yeet the
didn't know
spear.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't look at that. Okay, so just out. So I'm gonna throw my blood spirit.
Yeah, you like take it in one hand and you heft it towards this creature. Roll your attack. 27 will hit. It's only the one-handed damage, which is better for you in this case. So it's 11 points.
Oh, does this stick to it and fall on the floor? Or how
It
how
embeds
does
in it. Stuck in it now. But you could try to run over and pull it out like it's a use object interaction whenever you're on your next turn.
Okay, and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna use my. Where is it? Where's the fuck? I think I used it already. I used it already. I was gonna use my storm room, but I used it already. That's fine. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. It would be Seeker's turn. He needs to make a death saving throw, so I'm going to roll it on his behalf.
Sorry, how far is this creature?
Natural 20.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Half
It's
right.
from you now, Max. It's like 10 foot. At the end of your turn, Max, it is going to. Actually, I'll just do it in Seeker's turn, just because it's just as easy. It is going to use its legendary action to do a mauling pounce. It moves up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks and can make one claws attack or longsword attack against each creature it moves past. And it is going to move past you and past Callan,
Oh shit.
attacking you both with its claws as it runs.
Oh my god, nasty.
You're both injured, so both these attacks are an advantage. So Max first, and then Callan. Giving Callan time to cutting words.
So 11 damage.
Nope.
All right, and
Nope.
I need you to both make strength saving throws. So Max takes 11, Callan takes 6.
I'm gonna use my reaction on Callan's damage.
You've already. Oh, it's been your turn. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my reaction. My shield on Callan needs to reroll again attack.
So you reroll it. Perfect.
Does it hit? Does the 19 hit Callan though?
It the 25 would hit Callan.
The 25 hits me, yeah.
And the 13 plus 9, 22. I
Oh
think
my
it will.
God.
That hits. Yeah.
This thing's rolling like a monster. Sorry.
Cool. Also, it was a con save, but I think he still passed in that if it's a strength save. Yeah.
Yeah,
With a 4
I think his
plus.
strength might be just as high, honestly.
But he gets.
My
Yeah,
fifth is
you get it with advantage as well.
My plus 8 as well. Anyway.
Yeah, you're fine. It is then Esmeralda's turn. This thing is now rushed quite far off and so close to you all, she's not going to be able to.
Shield of Faith drops.
Cool. She is going to have to climb off the wagon, and she like flicks through her book, and she is going to.
Could have done something else. Too late now. Fuck.
She'll sling the spell book away, and she will move her full movement to Seeker's side. She'll get down on a knee, and she will quickly check the body and just try to bandage him up as best she can. She stabilizes him. And then she calls out, "None of these bites look infected, but we need to take that thing down." And then it's its turn. And it's currently next to Callan. So it's going to go for you, Callan, unfortunately, because it's run past Max to engage with the softer targets from before. It's trying to get the Lux, but you got in the way.
Yep.
It's going to try to claw you again. You watch as it like looms over you, like these wounds around it begin to unnaturally just seal back up. Yeah, so it has me over. Yes, you missed. Cool. Yeah, and it begins with a claw attack. I mean, as far as a natural 20 goes, that was the worst damage I could have rolled.
Yep, I'm okay with this. 1, 1, 1, 2. Actually, you could have gone lower.
I could have won lower. That's pretty bad. And the bite will miss, I believe.
Correct.
Beautiful. And
Thankfully.
then Lux, it's your turn. This thing is about 10 foot from you, and it just begins wailing on Callan. Callan, make me another strength save to stop yourself from falling.
Sorry, was that another attack?
Strength save.
Oh yeah, sorry for the claws. Yeah,
Imagine if I got the nat 20 on that bite, though. That would have been like 80 damage.
I'm down. Prone.
You fall prone, but it doesn't make much odds.
I'm the enemy says no, but this is what Lux would do. He's going full machine gun, and he is going to. No, he's not going to do that. Just realised Seeker is still down. I will not go machine gun.
Esmeralda has stabilized him.
Esmeralda's
she's not
bandaging
bleeding out.
Seeker up.
Yeah, she called out
But he's
that
not
none of the
up,
wounds look
that's the
infected,
thing.
and it's like
what I'm thinking.
he's stable. But
But if we get him up, he can do damage. Yeah, no, I think I'd get him up anyway. Yeah.
I mean, he's within like
you know what?
60
Let me
foot
just
of you at
roll.
this
What
point.
happened? Would he heal or would he go?
Get him up.
Evens. I'm going machine gun. Yeah, I'm getting him up. So I'm gonna first Eldritch Blast twice.
Go for it.
Nice.
Yes. Pew. Oh.
Oh my god, another crit.
Pew.
Is Seeker dead?
No, you're fine. You're unconscious,
No,
but
you're stable
stable.
and you're about to be healed.
Hey.
And I'm going to I'm gonna cop out, and I'm only going to use one die. And I'm gonna for 3d6. Yep. And I'm just gonna use. I want to move. How far away is this room? 60 feet.
Seeker is 60 foot from you, yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna use 1d6 to hit him.
Alright, so Seeker, you have 4 hit points and you're back up, you're prone. Esmeralda's like standing over you. And you feel life back in your lungs.
And then I'm gonna back off. Is there a way I can move around them and go behind Max?
Yeah, you can do that, you just keep the distance. You just move
Yeah.
your full movement.
Yeah. I wanna circle behind Max.
Alright,
Yeah,
sure.
I wanna move behind Max.
So you
looking
move
at the
to,
best
like,
friend ever.
do you stay
Friend
close to
never-
Max, or do you
they'll
try to get
never
away
kill
from
me.
him?
That's it.
Don't worry, friend. I'll protect you because I know you never kill me.
Do you try to get away from Max, Seeker, or
No,
Lux,
of
sorry,
course
or
not.
do you stay
Kill
right next
me.
to him?
I wanna stay if I can behind him.
So like within 5 foot of him. Kind of like that, pretty much, right next to him.
Yeah.
Cool. End of your turn, it's going to use a mauling points, and it's going to move up to
So
its
that
speed without
way,
provoking
he
opportunity
can
attacks.
whack.
And it's going to hit Callan, Max, and then yourself as it rushes right past you all, and it ends up right behind you, using you as interposing it from Max.
Max, does Max have his reaction? Because I think the Sentinel will let him
doesn't
do
I
it
think
still.
Marlin
Because
Pounce.
he ignores.
It is ready.
It ignores it does not provoke
Yeah.
opportunity attacks. It
And
is
I've
not
used it right anyway.
disengaging.
Oh.
And he's already used his reaction to try to save Callan earlier. So Claws, Callan, Max, and Lux, here they come.
Oh no.
Hits.
Who
Lux,
the orders?
does a 15 hit you?
Wait,
It's
that does
Callan.
not, because I'm gonna.
Yeah,
shield.
Callan Max Lux.
Callan, Max, Lux. So Callan takes 15, Max takes 14, and needs to make a strength
Oh
save.
my god, I'm very, very injured.
And then Lux, you need to... Yeah, you're shielding
very
it.
blooded.
Ding.
And Max, you just managed to keep your footing. It almost knocks you over as it rushes past you at this horribly crit speed.
I can't risk. I can't risk getting hit.
Callan.
Yeah, I'll shield it.
Callan's going to stand up, and what's the distance to the Libguru now?
So he's moved all the way around Max. It was not quite next to him, so it's probably about 35 foot from you. So you could move 30 foot and get engaged with it in melee if you'd like.
I'm prone, so I need to stand up.
You need to dash, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to... just going to have to burn slots. I'm going to cast Fireball at it, so that it goes just beyond... what sort of... Is it the sheds that they've checked out already beyond it?
Yeah, it's kind of near the sheds now. Like almost backed up against that wall. You could like cast it in the sky above, or just
Yeah,
to the
do it
left
to
almost.
minimize collateral damage. I don't want to burn down Vallaki, although
Yeah.
that might actually be. Yeah.
Mm.
So Fireball.
It's not.
Yeah, it's gonna make a dex save.
It's not like you burnt down the forest next to it.
Well,
It was
24. 18 damage. Fire.
It is looking pretty critical.
And he's going to move over to Seeker as much as he can with his 15 foot. Whatever.
That puts you about like 30, 40 foot from him at this point.
Wonderful.
Right up near Esmeralda.
Yep, staying within 60 feet of the loot grew and end.
Beautiful. End of your turn. It's gonna use a legendary action, and it's gonna try to bite at Lux with his shield up.
Fine. My angel was protecting me.
Cut him.
19s.
Cutting words.
Oh,
Cutting words.
it just
Cutting words.
hurts.
Roll it.
Cutting words.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Does a
16?
It will
16
fail
hit?
regardless. No.
Whew.
It's got shield up now. doesn't it?
No. My
It
AC is
doesn't.
19.
19
Yeah.
with shield.
So it
Nice.
misses with the cutting word.
My AC is 19.
Oh,
So the cutting word cinched it there.
I'm out of
Max.
bardics, and I don't think I've used a more effective set of bardic inspirations.
Max, it's your turn.
Right.
It's
I'm-
only
how far
about
is this
10 foot from you because it's on the other
Alright,
side of
Lux is
Lux.
coming in. Oh, I'm
Go for
gonna get between. I'm gonna get. Can I get between me and Lux?
It's right
Sorry,
next to him, so you can't get between, but you can get alongside.
I'm gonna get alongside him, and then I'm gonna.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, friend. A friend out. Always
Catch up later! Kill the motherfucker!
Because these are friends do. We protect each other for life.
You ready? Friendship kills things.
Everything is great weapon, yeah.
Sure.
That's the first hit for 19.
You bring the spear down
Uh,
and you plunge it into this thing's like shoulder. And like as the spear is like embedded into it, you watch as the form like just begins to shift as it like struggles to keep itself up, and it get like puts a like claw on the spear and a claw on it, and it tries to pull it out, but its grip just weakens and weakens, and it just looks at you, and you watch it like shrinks down slightly. Its back like straightens as the hunch goes, and you see just like Victoria just staring at you, just. And the life just washes out from her eyes. And she's only standing up as your spear has gone straight through her shoulder, all the way down her leg, like her opposing leg, like through her torso, and it's like propping her up like a sick, like puppet.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the first, but I pressed blood spear, but I don't have the blood spear anymore. I want to
It's
get
great
great
sword.
The great sword would
Yeah.
also go through someone's body like that, so it's fine.
Yeah,
It's long enough. It's like 13 foot or something
That
stupid.
would probably
Yeah.
more anyway.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like plus 10, so.
I,
she dead?
Lux will kick the body. And I'm like, I was gonna heal you. I was gonna heal you.
I'll just take my spear. Now I take my spear back from his body.
Yep.
And,
Look, how about you don't heal
and
him
then,
and you heal us instead?
I'm gonna use my bonus as it's still the combat. So I look around. There's no more threats here.
Yeah, we are out of initiative.
Okay, just before my thing finishes, I'm gonna use my bonus actions to second wind.
Sure.
As to
I'm gonna
Max as well.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
jump
max
and
damage.
pat.
My max healing. Nice. 20
Ooh.
20 healing.
I'm gonna jump and pat
Need that.
pat Max on the shoulder. Good job, friend.
I know that's what friends do. You always have your back, Lux. Don't worry, because I know you always have mine.
Callan's gonna walk over to Seeker. Like, hey,
That I
welcome
do.
back.
Hello. Is
Um,
it dead? It is dead.
It's dead. We should get what we can quickly and get out of here.
Can we examine the body, see if we can find anything?
Yeah, if you
Useful.
want to pat her down. She's still partially in her like guard uniform and armor and stuff.
Does anyone want to check the body and help them? Because I'm not very good investigating.
Callan's gonna healing word. In fact, he's gonna say to Lux, Lux, how are your magic reserves doing?
Not good.
Thanks.
Not good
So,
at all, but I can heal.
it's fine. Callan's gonna cast healing word at 3rd level on Seeker.
Beautiful. Roll it.
Thank you.
8. Oof. Ouch.
I have 1 second.
Ouch.
Couple first.
Fair enough. I have a 3rd, a 4th, and 2 firsts. Right, let's get inside. Seeker, do you want to come with me?
Maybe we should get some rest.
I've got 2/3, but they're 2 3rd levels, but I'm saving those for remove curse.
Yeah, that's fair. Callan's gonna take Seeker if he's willing, and head into the warehouse to quickly investigate, see what they can get, and get the stuff over to the carriage.
Sure.
Is anyone going to check this lady here?
You can, Max. I don't know what
You can.
she might have had.
I'm not hungry.
I'll help. I'll help Max.
So Lux and Max are going to stay searching outside. Seeker and Callan are going to go inside. So both teams can make the investigation checks. This will cover the bodies looted and the general area as well.
I'll give it advantage to Lux because my investigation shit.
Beautiful.
No,
I'll
wait.
I'll guide
No,
myself.
I'll give it on to you.
Bro, I've got like a +1 in the investigation, bro.
Trust Max, it's probably.
Got
I've got a
+1.
+0.
Oh fuck! Okay, I'll do it then.
I got +0.
Fine, I'll do it.
23 inside.
11. Oh, I'll use Bardic. I use Bardic on that one. Fuck it.
Sure, go for it.
Might as well.
Yeah, you got it.
Is it a
It's
D8?
D8, I think, from Callan, yeah?
Yes, it is. That's not how you roll a d8. I'm telling
Nope.
you, you need to do better than that.
Well, Max,
That's nothing
Max, you
here.
can re-roll it. Halfling.
Oh,
Nah,
fuck you. No,
not on
it's
that.
only the 20.
Some natural 20 on 20s only, sorry.
Okay, there's nothing
Well,
here.
no.
Clearly, there's nothing here. Nothing useful. Let's go inside of them.
So you guys like fan out, like search the relevant areas. On the bodies outside, you don't find much of use. Like they are just general civilians. You probably find all in all about maybe like 27 electrum pieces, and then kind of among the guards, and then probably a little bit less among the commoners, kind of around. Probably another 15 copper as well. So 27 electrum, 15 copper. You also find in one of these sheds, it appears to be like some sort of like storage shed that someone was utilizing. In here you find there are several barrels sealed. They appear to be primarily of water, like fresh drinking water. You imagine probably taken from the lake to the north. But there seems to be about enough for a large group of people, probably about a week's worth or so of these barrels. Inside, you guys find a bit better supplies for what you're kind of looking for. You find 7 2-man tents, 4 1-man tents, and again, about 2 weeks worth of rations, of food, like in large crates. And you also find that the guard, Boris, that Victoria had talked about, you notice that she didn't actually have a dagger, but he has a dagger in his hand. That maybe he had taken his own life whenever he realized what had happened, and you had just stumbled in at perhaps an inopportune moment. Also, just general rifting through, you guys find a the Arsec stockyard. It's fairly well stocked. Is there any kind of like generic adventuring gear you guys are actively searching for that
Yes,
might need?
fucking half plate.
Not that. Anything like 25 gold or less on the table. There'd be at least one of each in here. So you can pick through.
I'd be looking for bags of ball bearings or caltrops.
Sure. Let's see. I will d4s here.
Knowing that we're going in a big area with narrow corridors,
find one of each.
probably.
One
Cool,
bag
thank
of
you.
each.
I can look for like a couple of 150, 100 feet of rope.
Yeah, easy enough to find. 150 foot of rope. Yeah, that's probably a lot of it.
Maybe like what about like grappling hooks as well? Any grappling hooks?
I gave Trebane to Esmeralda, didn't I? Esmeralda has Trebane. Okay, fine. So I need to remove that from my equipment.
Secret doesn't need anything that I'm aware of.
You can find a grappling hook in here. Lux, just the one.
Awesome. I'm just thinking maybe we might need it for the castle.
Could be useful.
Some climbing gear, maybe.
Some dumb ideas. Some dumb but great ideas.
What's the climbing? Is it called climbing gear? Is it called?
Your climber's kit? Yeah, so I will say that's like your first search. So if you want to keep search, that's everyone kind of got like a couple of things. So if you want to keep searching, it's going to take you longer. And you have made a bit of progress.
I don't need anything else.
In terms of specific stuff, I think that's all we want to get.
Yeah.
But then there's obviously this stuff that we came here for, like the tents and other general equipment we'd presumably be able to gather as we went.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So what you've got the tent, you've got the water and the rations. Is presumably like Max and Esmeralda were loading those up into the wagon while the rest of you guys kind of searched through for like rope, like grappling hooks, like things like that.
Cool.
So it's been about 15 minutes of like moving shit around at this point.
Cool. I think that if in character we would be happy that we've got enough to take to the Blue Water Inn that was worth this life risking trip, then we'd probably just get cased and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, just run.
I don't think. I can't remember. It's been a little while. I can't remember if there's anything specific that the Martikovs asked us to get. I know they
just
said
asked
tents
for food
specifically.
and water and tents to try to get people out of the city.
Wonderful. So we've got that. We should go. We've got what we need. We've got what we want. We should now go quickly.
Let's go.
Callan will head back to the wagon.
Right, head back. Esmeralda's like turned it around, ready to head back towards the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, is there like some like spare wooden planks I could maybe like panels to fix the carriage?
If you want to keep looking, have a little search through. It's gonna take a bit more time.
No, let's go. Let's just go quick. We don't have time.
There are things like the crates and stuff that like
Okay.
the rations are in. You could maybe like rip the roof off one of those and like try to nail it in, but you don't know if you have hammers and nails and stuff. That would be something you'd have to look for, like carpenter supplies, like carpenter's tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Esmeralda has them in the wagon. You could
I'm
just-
assuming we might have carpenter tools.
We'll
Yeah.
just repurpose Esmeralda's interior furniture.
There's plenty of wood.
Fine. Cool. All right.
All right, and you begin.
If you want
heading
some nice sort of charred effect wood, I know some to the northwest. A large provider. It's like super hot stuff.
Oh yeah, the weird bonfire that happened.
Yes.
I'm on fire.
If you guys ask about a carpenter's kit, she will tell you she doesn't have one, but she does tell you she has a climber's kit, which has some pitons in it. You could maybe like use like big nails. But Max is also
Big
considering
nails.
looking for one of those.
No, I'm okay. I don't want to waste more time.
But she has one. She just owns it. It's
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, you guys make your way back towards the Blue Water Inn. Let's see if anything stumbles across you. Nothing seems to encounter you as you travel back. So you bring the wagon around, probably back to the stable once more, tuck it in and try to hide it as best you can. A dangerous outing, but a fruitful one. And all of you are still breathing. You know where the back door is if you wanted to knock on and try to reach out to someone, or...
Yes. Well, Callan would probably just go ahead to the door, have a listen, make sure there's not a riot going on inside, and then
Make a perception
try the
check.
whole message through the door thing.
Yep.
Guidance as well. Oh, gee. 12.
12, you listening? You don't hear anything strange or startling. The kitchen sounds quiet. You cast a spell?
Yeah, cast message to Mr. and then to Mrs. if there's no response.
Sure. You contact Erwin. What do you say?
It's us. We're back. Can you let us in?
Of course. Give me a second to unlock the door. And then... the door opens up, and you see Erwin Marchikov standing before you. Still looking as haggard as when you left him. And he kind of looks at you and goes like, looks like it wasn't quite the in-and-out operation you'd hoped for. But you're alive. Get in.
That's what she said. And yes,
We thought
indeed.
of it.
Looks, let's keep watch while the other two load up. Oh, wait, no. Me and Seeker will keep watch while the others load up. We've got all sorts of tents, we've got barrels of water, we've got rations. Let us know how much you want in here, how much you want to stay out in the barn, and we'll get it in.
He'll like he'll like look over with you like, the reserves for now are mostly fine. They'll do us tonight at least. Leave it in the stable for now. We'll pack up a cart tomorrow. Head out at first light.
Understood.
You're welcome to stay
yeah.
here unless you have
Hey,
other pressing matters.
I'll-
but-
We'll head inside, yeah.
I want to go up to Esmeralda.
Mhm.
Hey, Esmeralda.
Yes.
You know that big axe Max gave you?
Yes.
Do you really want it?
I don't really have much use for it,
Ah.
no.
Okay.
But
I
I can use it.
the only reason why I was just thinking maybe we can give it to the Markovs here, so they've at least got some sort of magical weapon to defend themselves. But
We could
that's
do.
only if you're willing to part with it. I
Sure.
think-
You gave it
I
to me in the
was just
first
thinking
place.
maybe it'll give them some defense. Thank you.
She'll hand it over.
I'm just gonna pick it up, like,
You're not really sure how to wield this huge
Thank you.
thing.
and then I'm just gonna, yeah. And I'm just gonna tell Cannon, I'm like, I've got this back from Esmeralda. I think it's a good idea to give them to the Markovs, so they've got some sort of defense in case something bad happens or anything happens.
Yes, good idea.
Yes, in case anything worse happens, indeed. Yes, I think it'd be a very nice gesture, Lux, and would hopefully see us well for our brief stay here overnight.
And I'd hand it to the Michael. So I'm like, we've found this. It's very nice. It's magical. So this might help. And I was like, dunk.
Erwin probably like takes it like off you, holds it in his hands. I think he's quite a big guy. Throws it around. I'm sure it will come in useful. At the very least, he'll like prop it up against the door.
Story
Anyway.
now. To prop the door is to be used to kill things. No,
The plan is if something comes to the door, I'll grab it and then kill that thing.
It's not a door stopper, goddammit.
He's not using it as a doorstop, Max. I know everything looks like a doorstop from down there, but it's fine.
Max,
Hey.
the doors.
That hurts.
I mean, that's assuming you can see through the bandages at this point.
True enough.
Speaking of bandages, we should rest. I propose healing up before we sleep. I know a good night's rest can do wonders for people like us, but we should certainly make sure that we are comfortable while we're sleeping.
Most
Yeah,
of
love
I
it.
need to find
the
out what this ring does.
most of the bedrooms are currently occupied, fortunately. But you're more than welcome to find a table in the tap room or squeeze in what you can.
A table is fine.
If you could arrange for us to have a corner, there's been a lot of let's just say unwanted surprises while we've been here, and we'd appreciate if we could have a small area to ourselves, ideally a little secluded.
That's fine.
Perhaps behind the bar.
Certainly. Maybe there's a table on the south side of the little alcove. Maybe that'll do you. I'll talk to Danica. He'll move over towards the door and he'll open up the door to the tap room. I'm not sure if you guys had seen it before.
We hadn't, no.
So as he opens it up, you kind of are left to see, peering in, this room is heaving with people. And you see they are of varying ages. Some as young as like 4 or 5. Some elderly, getting on. A lot of like middle-aged people kind of there. They're like in clusters of family groups or maybe friends. You also see on the balcony overwatching Yevgen, one of the wolf hunters, and then kind of like below him, like watching the main door, you see the other one, Soldar. And kind of next to Soldar, propped up against the wall, there's an exterior ladder that they brought inside, which must allow them to travel up and down without needing to go outside to the other stairs. And up on the balcony, you see they've like pushed tables and chairs and things against all the exterior doors that lead into the tap room. So they are well barricaded. The windows as well have been boarded shut from the inside, using whatever broken barrels and things the Martikovs could spare to act as defenses.
Could I just make like a perception check to see if there's anyone like sick or injured?
Oh, there's definitely
At all?
like just your general perception to look over everyone. I'll say you guys probably end up in this corner down here. That's generally where you probably end up. Esmeralda with you as well.
Yeah, just does anyone like look particularly ill though, or
You're specifically looking for like someone who might be secretly
Injured.
suffering from lycanthropy,
bleeding?
I suppose, or are you just looking for general injuries?
Maybe, or even, yeah, just general like sickness or like they might need attending to.
Sure.
Look, is it worth us both talking to people, just perhaps going around introducing ourselves and seeing if we can coax any information out of them about if any of them have been bitten, perhaps. Our eyes could maybe only tell us so much.
True. I just
Plus,
after. Oh, you go.
Sorry. Plus, if you were these people, 5 strangers coming into here, it'd be good to ameliorate ourselves a little with the people here to avoid any possible hostility.
I just what happened last time, like the guard.
I know
They
that's
just attack us.
kind of what I'm trying to avoid, and I'd rather find out now than in the middle of the night when we're sleeping.
To be honest,
Mhm.
if anyone was injured by now, I think it wouldn't be this common here.
You did understand that Danica assured you that her and Erwin and the rest of the Mardukov family had been checking people over. Everyone in here they had assured was not afflicted by lycanthropy, using their
Okay.
kind of like prior knowledge in a sense.
I say we set camp and
Suskarai.
get ready for tomorrow. It will be a big day.
I
Okay.
think you're right. Let's have a brief rest and discuss what we want to do for perhaps an hour, just to make sure that we are comfortable for the night, and then let's bed down. Out of character, I'm thinking let's have a short rest, not necessarily to heal up because I don't think we've got many hit dice, but to get back fighter powers, bardic inspirations, stuff like that. Arcane recovery for Esmeralda potentially if she's not used it yet.
Have we had any short rest since our last long rest? I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
So, but I think hit dice. We may. I mean,
you did
we're
actually.
probably not
Sorry,
gonna-
you had a short rest in the Amber Temple at
Yep.
11:30 this morning.
that's it. Just before we left.
Just before you left. Yeah.
Because I haven't used any. No, 'cause I thought we had a long rest.
You had a long
Yeah,
rest in the morning. Then you fought the Arcana Lock,
And then we took a short rest.
and then you took a short rest after you dealt with Dalvanar.
All right.
Oh, because that's when Dalvanar is now with us. Oh, great.
Oh yeah, Dalvanar is with us.
Before we go to sleep, in fact, at the end of my long rest, or towards the end of it, before it finishes, I am going to want to use my slots. So I'll take last watch. I'm probably keeping watches still overnight.
Sure thing.
It's going to be a good practice too.
Dream mags and shit.
But yeah, just to let you know what I want to do, I want to use my 3rd and 4th level slots on aid if we don't get attacked during the night, which will last 8 hours of the day without eating into tomorrow's slots.
Cool. Just a quick refresher, if you don't mind, Opal. Last
Yes.
time I sent a message to Esmeralda, Irina, sorry. Did she reply to me? I can't remember if she replied or not.
You got no response.
Because I know it went through, didn't it? It went through, but I can't remember if it got no response.
You sent the message. You're pretty sure it was her, but you didn't hear any response.
Mm.
You contacted Stella.
Yeah.
You got a
You
definite
didn't hear
response
anything
from
back.
her.
Yeah. She says she was. I know. We know she's in Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Well, we assume so because she said she saw the land. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I probably, because this is probably what Lux would do. He probably tried before settling down. Probably just try to mingle with the group, just see if anyone's needs any healing, if they got injured on the way here or something,
Start reading his
just
Yeah,
to heal
you
them
can do
up.
persuasion checks if you want to glean any
Yeah,
information or.
just hi, how are you?
Yeah, would Callum be able to go with
It's
as
more
well?
just to see if they're okay, just
You can
give them a
assist
little
Callan,
top up.
or you can both
It's
roll
just
independently.
it's just to be I'm here to help. Yeah, I'll assist Cannon. I'll be I'm here. I can heal you if you need it, and kind of thing or if you're blind or deaf, I can restore it.
33. You guys spend probably the better part of this short rest that you're kind of taking. It's not you're just chatting, just getting talking away,
Yeah.
kind of gathering information. No one is you're pretty sure going through these people are desperate and honest, and there is even a level of suspicion among the group to each other. They're not everyone is worried that someone might be hiding, that they might be infected. But Danica, if you probably spend a bit of time chatting to her as well. She kind of says if there was one, they would have probably turned by now already. We've been keeping an eye. No one's had any bad bite wounds that we could see. Some have been hurt, and she'll point a couple like you, but they've been here over a day now. They've had chance to sleep and eat some food, and they're doing all right. They'll heal.
With the ones that are injured, I'd probably go out to them and ask if they're still hurt, and if they are, I'd offer to cure wounds them.
Yeah, you can say that. There's about 3 or 4 in the tavern who've
I'll
been
offer
previously
them.
injured. They've still got like bandages that like have got dried blood on them. The wounds are probably like healed over, but they're still like scabbed and could break and get infected probably if like because they're just gonna naturally heal over a matter of days. But the magical healing would prevent any risk of disease.
How many did you say? 4? If you said 4, I'll use all my first level spell slots then. That's only 3 though.
I'll use a first level to
I just want to get
heal.
a good book.
If there's 4 that we're talking to that need healing, I'll use a first level slot to healing word the last one.
Perfect.
So, I just want to, get them the good books. Know that we're here to help, and I hope they appreciation the healing would.
They definitely do, and
be
they
like,
definitely
"Oh,
warm up, and like
good."
they don't buy you drinks because there's not much going. Most
Yeah.
have already been drunk. But they are very
Except
thankful.
you don't know what the ones at the start.
While this is happening,
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes,
Callum would also offer.
Yeah, I think that's it. Really.
Sorry, Callum would also offer to the Martikovs that obviously the others that they've brought in here, they've inspected for bite marks and infections and stuff. He would offer on behalf of him and the party, if they wanted to do the same with them, then they'd be more than welcome.
Yeah, Danica.
As a gesture, really.
Yeah, Danica would definitely be interested in that. She kind of like shrugs like, if you were infected, you probably wouldn't have come in as you have. The moon, whenever you're outside in it, it is full. If the lycans of the werewolves in particular are drawn to that. But I don't mind. Urban can check you over in the kitchen if you'd like some privacy, or I noticed some of you are quite badly injured.
I just thought I'd offer as a courtesy, that's all.
I trust your judgment.
I know there's probably not a lot, Danica, but I'm gonna hand her like all my silver, which is 85 pieces,
She
and then I'm
will
gonna hand
not take
her
it.
200 electrum.
She will not
I
take the
know.
silver, but she will take the electrum.
Yeah, silver.
Oh, okay.
Somebody who can only be hurt by silver.
You can keep that. You will get more
Of
useful.
course.
It's almost like they don't like it.
I forgot about that. They're lycanthropy as well. Yeah, I'll give them 200 electrum just because we've got so much of it.
She'll definitely take it.
I'm like, I know money's not a big thing, but this is just in case you ever need it.
Maybe if we get to Kresik, it'll get biased in the gate.
I don't really need money.
Thank you, Lux.
So,
And Seeker, you were trying to do something? What were you trying to do?
just want to
while
help.
this is happening, while they're chatting around, he just plot his book and read meditating.
Perfect. Yeah, you can get probably an hour out of your short rest, and then you can get another 2 hours during your watch on the long rest, because it'll be broken up into 4 watches.
4 hours total, I think.
Yep.
Thank you.
Max, anything in particular you'd like to do while you're all bedding down, or are you just gonna focus on bandaging your wounds?
I think Max is just spending some time to himself, really. Think about everything that's happened in the temple and about, everyone that has turned the werewolf because of the decision they have made and stuff. I think Max at this point is just going to be sitting in the corner silently.
Yeah, of course. Marvelous.
That's what Lux is trying to do. Lux is trying to distract himself from what's happened.
Playing music and just starts reading the book.
So you all can take a short rest, spending an hour in the Blue Water Inn.
Using a Song of Rest, Callum.
I will spend 1 hit die to be able to do the Song of Rest. So anybody else who's spending any hit die will be able to get an extra D8, I think.
We roll it, or you?
I've got a lot of
He
hit
rolls it.
dice.
I will do it 1 second.
I mean, I've
Extra
got 1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Only if you spend hit dice, but you get an extra
I've
6
got
if you
8
spend
hit dice because I didn't get hurt. Yeah. I didn't get hurt really from last fight, so I'm gonna probably spend a lot here. I'll spend 3 at the moment, see how much that's.
We don't
Alrighty.
need to heal to full points,
1,
right? We're still taking the long rest.
2.
Yeah, but we don't
Yeah.
need to heal to full, but it's just, yeah.
Assuming nothing attacks you during
I'm only
your long
using
rest.
1. I'm only using 1, but Seeker obviously.
So we get what, 10 plus 10?
No,
So-
so
hit points?
Callan gives 6 from his Song of Rest, and then
Oh,
whatever
6.
you rolled for your previous ones, you get 6 in addition to
Yeah.
whatever you rolled, Max.
Fine.
Seeker gets
Do we-
those are
do
Seekers
we
for
not-
individuals.
Hit dice resets, doesn't it, on a long rest though?
You get
Half.
half of them back. Half.
Oh, yeah, so I'll use 3 then.
Alrighty. So yeah, mark down your healing. And then I'll ask who is taking what watch.
Yeah.
There's 4 watches to be taken.
Seeker will take the.
I'll
first
take
one.
last.
Take first.
Alright.
I'll take the second.
Seeker, you're gonna take third.
Are we gonna go in a dome or which can actually
Well,
Stay
what do you
away.
see, Harnaa?
I don't think we've got enough space for a dome.
Probably not in here, especially all the people around. Yeah.
We could go outside into the barn and do a dome.
No, I think it's the best if we stay with the people just in case.
Yeah, it's fair.
And you
Just
notice, like, Esmeralda
crowd
also
control.
stays up a little bit to watch, as does a couple of the hunters and things in here and the Mardikovs. There's plenty of people on sentry throughout the night as well.
Yeah, we'd probably ask Esmeralda to stay with Seeker if Seeker's going to have his nose in that book again.
That's fair.
Like if you were going to assign her
Yeah,
a watch.
so they're both on a third watch.
Oh.
apparently.
Sorry,
So-
in my short, in my long rest, I will like study my ring. Sorry,
Of course.
well, I'll attune to it.
Yeah, bingo. You know what it
So
does?
I had the ring of warmth, didn't I?
Yes.
So, no, but I will do now.
Perfect.
I'll get it up.
You learn its benefits and you're tuned to it.
Ooh, I get resistant to cold damage.
Very
Yeah.
well, really useful in the Amber Temple. So, Max, you're the first watch. Everyone else kind of beds down after their short rest and begins snoozing. You can make a perception check, please.
Beautiful. Up.
Max,
Well-
you spend your time listening out. After all the chaos and battle that have ensued in the last couple of hours, it's quiet and still. The town is dead to the world out there. As you see, looking around the now dimly lit tap room, only like one lantern burns kind of above the bar, giving like this warm glow across these sleeping bodies. But nothing seems to bother you. You wake up Lux and bed down for yourself.
Oh.
Lux, perception check.
Yes, sir.
Lux, about
+7.
an hour and 45 minutes into your watch, kind of on the tail end of it, you hear a pack of wolves howling off somewhere to the north. And, like, you know, you and one of the wolf hunters kind of, like, jump to your arms and get ready peering out. And, like, douse the light. One passes. Another. Then you hear the howl again, further off. They're moving away. Your watch comes to a close. You wake Esmeralda and Seeker. Seeker, yours will be at disadvantage.
Yep, on it. Look, it has a bird pun. Control. Perception.
Oh my god.
You, although you're like nose in this book, Seeker, your ears are open and receiving to the world. Esmeralda doesn't pick up on anything, but you hear just like the sounds of things moving in the street outside you, where you give pause and peer out and look, and you see like almost like a horde of these like creatures, a pack perhaps, roaming through down the main road, and you watch as they go into a building across the street, and you hear sort of splintering wood as the door is ripped off its hinges, and then they all filter into the house one by one, and then silence. You wake up, Callum. Make a perception check, Callum, and if you're going to cast your spells, now would be the time.
Wonderful.
Are you going to cast them right at the end, like just before everyone wakes up, or are you going to...
Yeah, like quarter of an hour or so before the end.
Just to cheese it.
Basically, I've got the slots for the
Yep.
the first time ever.
Definitely might need them. 26. While you're on high alert, keeping an eye on the sun and hoping it's going to rise soon, you kind of see the sky beginning to start to turn pink, and you cast your spells. On whom are you casting them?
I'm going to cast Aid at 4th level, so that's an extra 15 to your max and current hit points on myself,
Yep.
Seeker, and Max.
Beautiful.
And then at 3rd level on Esmeralda, Lux, and maybe one of the Martikoffs or the Wolf Hunters, if any of them are awake at that time, and just say, do you want an extra 8 hours of magical bolstering to your healing?
Yeah, Soldar won't say no to that if you give it to him. And
Yeah.
you bolster him a little bit, so Esmeralda gets plus 10. So you don't like to do.
So make sure, firstly, when you put it on your sheets, that it takes into account the minuses from anybody that got cursed a bit. But also that when you do a long rest, that you don't reset your hit point maximum from it.
Yeah, because it should stay above. Marvelous.
Yeah.
While your watch is happening, Callan, Max, you dream.
Oh god.
Your dreams, Max, they are troubled. You feel yourself pulled in different directions as if you are a toy in a playground as children pull on your limbs. But they're not children, they're these dark, long-limbed figures with no faces. They almost come to these horrible long points, almost like crystal-lined shards. And as they pull and tug at you, and you struggle and struggle. And then suddenly, the nightmare ends. You're sat at a very nice table in a large dining hall. Plush red carpet lines the floor. Marble pillars support a high concave ceiling overhead, lit by a massive chandelier in the middle where hundreds of candles burn. A giant organ sits at the end of the chamber. And sat at it, playing, you see a figure with long, black hair, a fine, long cape draped about his shoulders.
Strahd, what are you doing here? Is this real? Is this
Literally that. And then he turns to face you. And you see...
I immediately try to reach for a weapon or something.
Yes, you're dressed in these fine, noble clothes. You don't have any weapons on you. You're not in your armor. You feel exposed, naked.
Grab my chair, grab the seat of my chair,
Yeah. Please, do not do anything foolish.
What do you
I
want
would hate
from me?
for myself to have to harm you. I come to talk, little one. Oh.
I have enough to speak to you, devil. Where am I? What is this?
It is funny
Where
you
is
use
everyone?
that word, devil. You throw it off the end of your tongue like it is nothing. Yet you are not so different to I, are you? You would do anything to get what you need, to do what you have to do. For good? Or for what makes you feel good, at least? He
I'll
steps
do
down.
anything to destroy you. Anything.
I'm sure. He gestures to the table before you, and now you look back at this large banquet. You see a suckling pig in the middle. But what perhaps catches you the most off guard is there's this large jug frothing with ale.
Mm.
Please, drink. It will not offer you any real sustenance. All of this is an illusion, unfortunately, but it will taste just as good as you remember it.
Is this a dream? What is this place?
It is your
Max kind of grabs the jug and smells it.
smells. You get that effervescence kind of pit with the foaming ale, like a nice pulled bitter.
Max would drink the ale. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Max would just grab it and drink it. And like psych him up in his eyes. Like, yeah, she tastes quite good.
It'll be whatever your favorite was. This is your memories, your experiences. I am simply warping them to allow us to have this discussion without, the prying eyes and ears of your friends peeking in. You have proven to be quite the thorn in my side, all of you. I thought it was fun playing cat and mouse, but I see now that my Tatiana is lost to me. I see now this realm for what it is. It is my cell. And the torture implements are one that I wield against myself in some sick, monstrous way. And I do not think I can leave it, no. But
What have you done to all these people? They didn't deserve what these damn things you've done to them. Look at everyone around you. They live in despair, in fear from you. Why are you doing this to them? Only because of your beloved Tatiana. What else do you want?
am their lord. I am the land.
Nothing. You know, Lord. You look after no one but yourself.
This is untrue.
Look outside the window. Look outside the castle. Look what you've done to everyone. You have no heart. You're a monster. You are a devil.
I do what I must to make me feel good. And the ends
That's why-
always justify my means. My foes
gonna
would stop
finish
at
you.
nothing to take this valley, and I protected it. The people here who you say I enslave and entrap, I laid down my life, I risked it all for them, and I nearly lost it. So perhaps they owe me. But without me, they would have been dead in some barbarian's spear. Perhaps that is
Still
why they are
dying.
trapped here just as I am.
They're still dying by your hand. There's no barbarians here. It's just you.
Look
You don't do
around
this to
you.
them.
What happens in
around
this
me.
place?
I just see death and darkness. That's all I see. Nothing else.
It is all I have known for centuries.
We're coming to get you, Strahd. We're coming to get you. You better be prepared.
Oh, I will. But
Get me out of here, you devil. Then I grab the mug of ale in my
Yeah.
hand and I raise it like this.
he doesn't seem to react. He maintains his quite calm composure.
Get me out of here! And I fucking slam at the table.
Yeah.
Don't want to talk to you anymore. And then I throw
Fine.
the fucking, I throw the fucking mug of ale at him.
Go back to your dreams then, pawn. And he will move his hand like that, and the banquet table just begins to come alive. He watches the pig stands up itself, the apple lolls out of its head, and they all just begin laughing and laughing and laughing. And you see in them the face of your boy. Every single one, you see
Oh,
he lifts
No.
up like a platter on the table, and you see this
No.
headless, decapitated head laughing.
go!
I need you to make
Max
me a
go
wisdom
crazy.
saving throw, Max.
Oh, fuck's sake. Goddamn wisdom. A 15.
15 against Strahd's DC. Let's check. Yeah, the
I don't
Strahd
know, this one
even-
passes.
I don't think so. I'll have to check.
Don't get advantage because I'm in my dreams.
Nope, because he is shipping. He is fully
Your dreams
in
that he's
control.
put you there.
This
Strahd's
guy
got
fucking.
DC.
This guy got a fucking Freddy Krueger or something. It's just Strahd Krueger.
Max, you as Callan, as you're probably reaching down to cast this spell on him, Max, you wake up, bolt upright, panting. You are in the tavern. Your head aches. You take 9 points of psychic damage. And you do not gain any benefit from this long rest. As he's turned all of your resting dreams into horrific, horrific nightmares. You try to go back over and your mind just keeps going back there. You can't sleep. You can't finish the rest.
Max, it's okay. It's
Where
okay.
is he? Where is he? Where's my boy? So, Callum.
Max, it was a nightmare. It was a dream.
Strahd is in my
It's
head.
not real. He's in all of our heads. He's got to us, and that's why we need to end this. Come on.
We have to end him.
It's okay.
We have to end it, Callum.
You've got
one way or another. This has
Max,
to end.
It's okay. And he's gonna start to kind of go to almost like stroke back of Max's hair, maybe, and then be like, let's not, and just kind of pat him on the shoulder instead.
Yep.
And be like, Max, it's okay. You've got 15, 20 minutes more that you can sleep and rest. It's good. It's going to be okay.
I cannot rest. This kid's in my head, Callum. He won't let me rest. It's fine. I guess I just have to carry on like this. I'm tired, but it is what it is.
Max, we need you fighting fit.
Forward.
Just please try to just at least stay calm, okay? Because Callan would presumably look around at some of the others who've been disturbed by this.
Yeah, he
So-
woke up like not quite screaming, but like that, like that sudden intake of air, like, and a few people have roused and like going back to their sleep.
Yeah, he'll tell Callum like even though he did sleep properly, he's still very tired. He could not sleep because the Strahd in his head.
I'm no physician, Max, but I would imagine that with so many dark powers living in your head, in your mind, in your soul right now, it's got to be doing some untold damage to your psyche, and I'm not surprised that you're finding it
Callum,
difficult.
is anyone else asleep? Is just me and Callum awake?
Just you, Callan, awake at the group
It's
now.
ju-
A few of them probably like
Callan-
rise if you wanted to get them
Callan-
attention. You could.
Mac's gonna go to Callum's like, Callum, now that the others are asleep, I personally don't think I have much time myself. I don't know if I'll be able to control this dark power, so or for how long I'll be able to keep this inside me. We must hurry to the castle. We must destroy Strahd while I'm still able to function as Max. Because
I think Max,
I don't know what's going to
that's
happen
the
in the
next
future.
thing we do. I think that's our plan for the day, Max, is to go to Castle Ravenloft up on the hill and take the fight to Strahd for the first time.
Adam, please promise me, even if I come to succumb to this dark powers where I can no longer control myself, end me before it's too late.
If you are you, Max, you will stay. But if it's the dark powers that have taken you over, and that you are no longer you, if your mind, if your morals have gone, then it won't be you that any of us will have to deal with. You know, like the version of you that arrived in this place, I fear has already gone. All we can do is take it one day, 1 hour, one step at a time, and do the right thing in that moment. And right now, we need to try to prepare for the day ahead. It's going to be a long one, Max. And then he finished casting his spell.
And as the sun breaks, kind of turning that dark night into that gloomy lit morning that you've all grown too familiar with here. Max, you suffer 1 point of exhaustion from not being able to take a long rest, unfortunately. And that's
I'm-
unless anyone has
I'm-
anything else.
I'm
we'll
also
stop the day.
using a first level slot to cast Mage Armor for the first 8 hours, because I can...
How's do I still get the aid?
You still get the aid, totally fine.
Yep.
Because Callan's cast it on you.
How much plays my modifier against -8? Is it the modifier for my?
Yeah,
thing?
-8 from the nightmares of the hag.
So that is.
And then you took 9 damage there from Strahd's nightmare.
Yeah, I'll put it in already. So that is
Yeah, your hit point maximum based on what's on Beyond. On Beyond, it would be -8. It's now +15, so it's +7.
Oh, +7.
Um,
Okay, so it's the same then.
But then whatever your hit point, yeah, because I think I might have done that. Cast that on you already for the day before.
Yeah, so I took the bonus ready.
Um,
Also, I do have a question. It said one of my curses was Max would do anything to stay alive. Do you think Max would be able to tell Callum to end his life, even if it's?
I think Max, you could tell Talon to, because that's not, But like, if it came to that moment, you're not just gonna let him do it.
yeah.
You could be there like, kill me, but your body will keep fighting and then try to stop the foe. Like, it's almost that kind of thing. It's like a fight or flight. It's like your subconscious versus your conscience.
You just want to live.
Yeah, got it. Cool.
All right, and with that, all in order. That's where we're gonna stop for today, guys. Thank you so much, everyone,
Thank you
for
for-
stopping by.
Great fun.
Is that with the long rest?
Thank
So
you.
everyone else,
Suppose-
apart from Max, gets a long rest, and you all, including Max, will level up to level 11. Max, just whatever you get from your level 11 ding, I will allow you to have, but anything you're missing at this time, you do not gain.
Fine.
So I think at fighter level 11
how-
is
Level
an extra
9.
power.
Yeah,
How do I
extra
add
attacks, yeah.
exhaustion in the don't know?
It's under conditions under your hit points, I think.
This is big. I get a 5th level spell and I get 3 Eldritch Blast.
And you know what that means, folks. You're gonna roll for your hit points. So roll your hit points before we wrap up. So
Oh,
you have them
yeah.
all logged.
Oh no! Don't let me do it! Don't let me do it!
No!
It's
Oh!
1D
Oh
1D10.
my god,
damn.
two in a row.
It's 1d10, yeah, for Max.
For fighter, yeah.
Fucking
Yay!
He needs that.
It's because he didn't. Bet. Look, what the 1, 1, 7, 10.
So you can all take those
Feels
hit points as
bad,
well
lads.
on top of the long
Feels
rest,
bad.
including you, Max. You get that
How
10 plus
dare
your
you, Oak?
con.
I think
Just the
if
dice?
level, I think it doesn't change your thing unless you have a long rest, I believe.
Yeah, but you can just add on that once you level up. And we'll get it sorted. Just take a
So
look
I
at
get-
what you've used and then
I
just
get
take it.
5.
Alright.
Seeker can now do stuff.
We can all do plenty of stuff. That's probably going to be the last level up of this, guys, as we go on to the next episode. I think it's
Yeah.
probably going to be called the Longest Day. I think that's an apt
The
title.
beginning of the end.
The finale,
Indeed.
part 1 of 78.
Make sure you join us, folks, whenever that may
Oh.
be. Take it easy.
Whew.